걷기만 해 날 더디 가게 해 oh yeah 긴 하루만큼 더 널 거리는 멀어져 1, 2, 3 기억 속에 짙어 너의 기호를 지우며 한없이 가득거진 너로 채워졌던 그 길을 정리하고 yeah. 사랑을 숨길 수가 없듯이 이별도 숨길 수가 없잖아 사랑을 시작한 그 순간이 다르듯 이별도 그런가 봐 이 사랑의 끝엔 oh yeah. 이별의 길이 펼쳐져 너는 저 보이지도 않는 yeah. 끝을 계속 난 걸어가 우리가 멀어져가
Minasan konnichiwa, o genki desu ka?
Hello.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Watashi wa Jay Takashi, and I'm here to give you guys an interview with my main man, Blaxican 3000, and you know we're like I said, we're here to do an interview and talk about his life story, and just giving you the lowdown on Taiwan, his life, and what he's currently doing. All in all, I hope you guys enjoy the stream, and you know, be sure to comment and be sure to pay attention to anything that he has to say. All right. Yes. All right, you good? You good, Blackskin?
Yeah, I'm good, Jay. How you doing, brother?
Good. Glad to have you here, sir. All right.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're welcome, sir. And I know I normally ask interviews on questions today. Today, I'm not going to be using any of my notes. This is going to be all rip, no takes. And I'm going to just literally be asking you off the top of my head. But I want you to first, give out your story. First, introduce yourself. Tell them who you are and why you are here.
Okay, thanks, Jay. I'm Blaxican. I go by Blaxican. My YouTube channel is Blaxican in Taiwan. I'm currently living in Southeast Asia. I've been living here for about 6 years with my family, my wife and my son and my 3 dogs. I actually live in Taiwan, which is 50 miles away from mainland China. And Taiwan is a independent democracy, unlike mainland China. And so, yeah, and I'm originally from the Bay Area, California, San Jose to be exact. Spent some time in East Oakland, but mostly from the South Bay. And yeah, I'm here because shit, Jay Takashi's the man. That's why I'm here right now, I guess. Yeah. So So I guess, do you want more of my origin story?
I would like to more. I would like to have more, sir. Thank you. And that was a great introduction, by the way.
Yeah.
And guys, he has a channel, and I like to promote it here. So I'm gonna post this the link to his channel in the chat for you guys, so you guys can check him out and see what he's all about. And it's right here. But yeah, like I said, check out my man Blaxican. He's awesome. And check out some of the content he's got. I think you'll like it. All right, Blaxican. Back on, on with the interview. So were you raised in America?
Yes, I was raised in America, the wilderness of North America. I was raised in California, Northern California, to be exact.
Okay.
And yeah,
California, baby.
That's why. What's that?
No, that's that California, baby.
Yeah, California. Have you been there before, Jay?
I've not been to California yet at all. I've been to other places, but I've not been to California yet.
Okay, you're an East Coast guy, right?
Yeah, I'm East Coast, and I've been a little bit to the Midwest, but not to the West Side completely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my father's side is from West Africa, actually. They're from. Well,
Okay.
actually, they're from East Africa, Southeast. They in Swaziland, but I guess originally they're from Mali, South Africa, which is West Africa. And
Yeah.
my dad, he came out to the Bay Area for college when he was in his early 20s, and he met my mom out here, and they had me. And my mom's family is actually from, so my dad's family's from Mali, and my mother's family's from Mexico, and they have like Spanish in them and a little Irish, but mostly they came from Mexico, right? And they settled in San Jose,
Yeah.
California, and that's where my parents met. And they had me. Yeah. So yeah, I'm originally from
All right.
California. Yeah,
I got
I'm
you.
getting warmed up. I'm getting warmed up. Might maybe
No, that's
seem a
fine.
little awkward, but yeah, getting warmed
No,
up.
no. You're not awkward.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Mm.
You know, sometimes you gotta get the juices in the river flow. So it's
Yeah.
cool. And okay. And I would ask, what I guess the important thing is, how did you meet your wife?
How did I meet my wife? Oh wow. Uh, mm, by chance, I guess. So I had I had been living in San Jose. Moved around the Bay Area, but then I was living with some friends in a house in San Jose. And
Mhm.
interesting thing, because I, I had recently, not recently, but I had been in a relationship for quite a while with another woman, and
Mhm.
I moved to my friend's house where I was living, and I was for the first time in a long time, I had a chance to, have a little bit more. I didn't have to necessarily. I had my time to myself more, so I was able to try a lot of things I never tried before. I've been wanting to try, so I had wanted to try yoga, yoga, uh,
Mhm.
for a while, and I actually tried it before at my college, but I didn't like it, man, because it was like, shit, this shit's hard, and it's not very fun. And I'm a football player, basketball player, and baseball player from high school, so I'm not used to stretching and shit like that. So,
Yeah.
but my friend had been telling me about yoga and yoga, this hot yoga, right? They call it Bikram
Hot
yoga.
yoga.
When you go into the
Nice.
room, you go to the room where it's like 70% humidity and like 80 to 90 degrees, if not hotter, in the room. And so I wanted to try that. So I looked up for the nearest studio in my neighborhood where I was living, and I found the studio was like 15 minutes away from my house. So I went down there and signed up. They had this thing like Groupon, uh, unlimited classes for a month for like $30, right? That's a really good deal because usually the classes cost $20 a pop. So I
Right.
signed up for that. Like I did my yoga. Like, I did like 28 days of the 30 days of yoga. Got into
Mhm.
really good shape, and then like in that time period, you meet people and stuff, like people that are practicing there, the teachers and whatnot, and then like even the people that work there, because they in the yoga studio it's expensive, so they have something called um, work trade, where you can work there to pay for your yoga membership. And one of the people that I used to like talk to when I go in there and like get my towels and stuff, and they check me in. One of the
Mhm.
person members that did work trade happened to be my wife at the time. Oh, she wasn't my wife yet, but she was my wife. She was a work trader that was working there, and like I think I was trying to get, like, I wanted to buy a book by the guy Bikram who made the yoga, right?
Mhm.
I already had his first book, and then I wanted to get his second book. And so I was looking at the book, I was gonna buy it, and she was like, "Oh, uh, you know, she's like, I have that book. It's pretty good." And she's like, "If you want, you can borrow it sometime." And then before this is like the longest I ever talked to her, because before it was just like, "Hi, how you doing?" type stuff, keep it moving. But she was
Right.
like, I'll let you borrow my book. I have that one. I'm like, shit, here's a chance for me, here's my in, take my shot. But I said, okay, yeah, sure. Can I get that number? So so we can borrow it and stuff. And she's like, oh, okay. So yeah, she gave me her number, and then we started, talking, and had went out a couple times, and then became more than friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, my man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
For me, man, I mostly met two of my girlfriends on me is through the bookstore. Well, okay.
Mhm.
I don't one that probably would have possibly went somewhere. I went one at Starbucks, and then I met one at the bookstore, basically.
Mhm.
And it was one of the best experiences I could ever have, to be honest. And I'm like, you know what? I prefer meeting girls to the library or shit like that. Or I guess
Yeah.
at a public outing more often than freaking a party and club because I just grew out of that sensation. So similar to how you meet your ladies, like I always say, like when you meet your girl outside of the club, dude, that's the woman you want to keep your eyes open for. Of course, you got to
Absolutely,
vet her
man.
properly, but the thing is, you want to
Right.
not go in with a predetermined bias. That's all that
Mhm.
is, and that's what I did. I didn't want to bias, and I'm like, I got good results because me and her are dating. So it's one of those things. But
No, I
before we
agree.
continue more of this interview, I'm gonna address some people in the chat. What's up, Tommy B? How you doing? Thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate it. Shout out to Golden State. Hey, my man, Astute Trends. How you doing, man?
Yo, what's up,
Scrooge
Astute?
McDuck.
What's up, Astute?
Yeah. What's up,
Check out
Scrooge
his
McDuck,
channel. It's
man?
really good.
Yeah, it's really
Astute
good, guys.
Trends.
Check out his stuff. this guy making me watch DuckTales again. I ain't gonna lie, he
Yeah,
does. He
man.
is.
Knows his business.
And man, exactly, man. Scrooge McDuck knows I work that money. How you doing, THPP Network? Nice. Like I said, nice for you being here. I appreciate that.
What's up, Grover? Scott?
Yeah,
Chilling.
Grover,
Yeah.
you rock, man. Thanks for
Yeah,
being here,
man. That's
man.
the man. Shift and
Yeah, he
Grover,
is.
Scott. That's the squad right there. Yeah,
And
man.
guys, if you see me hitting my head a little bit, that's because I got my salad here, y'all. So I'm actually eating while asking
Okay.
him questions.
You're multitasking?
It's a salad. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Normally it'd
Eating
be like,
healthy.
really? Normally I'd be like, really, bro? You gotta eat when you're talking to me? But nah, bro, you've been working hard, so go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
man. I had to
ahead.
train somebody today, bro.
Yeah.
So I was busy, man. And I actually slept a
Oh,
little bit before we actually slept like a
okay.
good 30, 40 minutes before I got home before I did our stream. So I got a little bit
Hmm.
more energy.
Okay,
And
cool.
plus this is water, technically. So it's gonna keep me up.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
he said, he says, yo, don't forget about me, Blaxican. What up, Jay? How you doing,
What's
Base
up, base
Bodybuilding TV?
bodybuilding? Base bodybuilding TV. That's my boy Black Scales in the OC.
So
Keep it moving, bro. Yeah.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Hey, what you said about that club stuff? It's true because when I was saying that, like, I had a girl for a while, and then I
Mhm.
moved to my friend's house. Like I met her in the club, the ex-girlfriend at the club, and like, yeah, man, it was all bad. Not all bad, but could have been better. Whatever, it led me to my next adventures and whatnot. But the
It
yoga
helps you.
studio is a yes, yes, it does. The yoga studio is an interesting place to meet people, just like the club. I guess it's like a social place. It's a maybe even a community for some people, but you see the same people there. You have similar interests. But you know what's funny about the yoga studio is, like, personally, I experienced some of the most transformative experiences in my life, like pushing myself body wise and mentally. Uh, and because when you do this Bikram yoga, you're looking in a mirror at yourself for 90 minutes while you're
Yeah,
doing
you
these
are.
28 postures, yoga postures, and you're releasing your glands and like your blood, contracting, and like it's just like it's like almost like we had Wild Man Ninja on the IG yesterday. It's like almost psychedelic, you could say. It's like, wow, dog. But yeah, so all that cool stuff's going on at the yoga studio. However, it still has elements of like clickiness, like clicks, like in high school. Like people just kind of fronting sometimes, kind of LARPing. But
Yeah.
instead of being like swagged out, they're LARPing on the spiritual and like, I'm so spiritual because I do yoga, but I'm really an asshole type of shit sometimes. But Yeah, I'm sure you've been in communities and stuff where you've seen dynamics like that, or maybe not. I don't know.
No,
What
no,
were
no,
you
no,
into?
no, no,
What's
no,
your
no, no,
what?
no.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Ask me. I'll answer your
No.
question. I'll go
Okay.
ahead.
I was gonna say like what type of communities have you been in like for hobbies or whatnot before?
Um, so I've been in a workout community before. I've been in Don't worry, there's no such thing as a meditation group. So I
Hmm.
haven't found that yet. I just kind of did that myself. Um, it was more of there's like two things in there. I'm trying to make sure I say it correctly so I don't botch it up. Um, it was more of a art type group. You know, artists come together, people who do portraits and things like that. I was part of that group, and also I was part of a bodybuilding crew. Kind of
Mm,
funny, the bodybuilding crew. I call it crew in the end, but a bodybuilding team to help get myself in shape, and also I had it. No, I had it for like amount of a couple of years when I was in Tampa, Florida, to when I was to circumvent things and also boost up my confidence even more
hmm.
because I already had confidence. I just need more to get back into shape again. And then started like I said, I started doing the routine like I need to do, and I got some results when I started doing it. And I kind of made it it was like a little exclusive like I guess club just to talk and like I said, just to talk, converse, get some ideas across of what can help you become even better or make your routine just a little tad bit more smoother. And it felt good for a good while. Um, I think he became the more of a shocker when I met, like I said, met some of the girls that I met through the library or through the bookstore itself. And then, like I said, I just had casual conversation with them. And the
Yeah.
thing is, I think I got. I'll be honest. I think getting from a college, I was able to speak to people a lot better as opposed to when I was in maybe a little bit of high school because your talking's not all there and your speech is kind of better one on one than it is with a bunch of people.
Oh yeah, I feel
So
that.
no, yeah, you kind of have to get a little bit better out of that. You know, gotta push back that little fear of yours, that little anxiety of yours, so you can be amazing to talk to other people in front of you. So I did that, and also throughout a period in time, I wanted to learn even better English. So I read books on I read about a group that worked on like something above graduate course classes, to where they did English, and so picked up a book and I started reading, and I actually kind of communicate with people online who were taking those classes.
Hmm.
To like I said, to further enhance my English. And trust me, it was grueling and a lot of work, but I saw some different changes within me once I did it, and I'm just like, yo, this is a whole lot easier than I thought it would be. Instead of stressing myself out, because only your mind makes it. I mean, only your doubt makes it easier for you to think that you'll fail. Sorry about that, guys, but you won't if you put in the work. So, I guess being in that circle of like, I guess, quote unquote, clubs or crews can actually help you, depending if they have your best interests and depending if they know what they're talking about too. Because I know people are sick or
Yeah.
people are quick to seek out help, of course, and I don't blame them. But the thing is, you got to kind of need your info on people who actually know what they're talking about instead of being scammed. So you got to come in with the prerequisite of knowing if they have your best interest at heart or if they're looking out for you. So, I mean, that's the best way I can answer that.
Hmm. Yeah, you definitely got to be aware of your situation and those around you. And the older you get, hopefully, the more savvy you get with that. Like, you know, when I figured
Fact.
out about critical thinking, like how important it is to analyze stuff,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and not take things only at face value, like, but to think
Yep.
critically, see what the motives behind things are. It kind of like saved me uh, from a lot of potential mistakes. You know. Yeah. Hey,
Can
Tommy
respect
B,
that.
what's up, man? How's it going? He's in the chat. Tommy B, East Oakland.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
What's up, brother? That was a great conversation we had the other day. Yeah, man. That's a good brother right there.
Tom B, that interview was amazing. Thank you for
Yeah,
being on it last week.
yeah,
I appreciate it.
yeah.
Okay. So you answered that. Let me ask you a question, my man.
Yo,
What made you want to be married?
what made me want to be married? Oh shit.
Yep.
I was bored. I don't know. No, no. With, I don't know because like honestly, honestly, I'm always
That's a
honest.
good one.
But
I was bored.
but yeah, when I was younger, I guess I always thought like, yeah, maybe I'll probably be married and have kids and stuff like that. But then as I got to be older, a young man, I was like, I didn't think about that too much, really. And it's funny that um, when I met my wife and we started, we became an item. Uh, I figured out the reason why I was think it was so serious with her is because she seemed different than most of the people I was with before or dated because it was like just easy going. It was like a kind of like effortlessly hanging out with her and stuff. And
Without having to put a
uh
strain on yourself. Okay.
yeah, it would not I definitely no strains and whatnot. That came later. No. But shit, it'll be 10 years we'll be married come this December 12th. Yeah, but
14 years in total. Okay.
yeah,
Shout out to my man Blaxican.
yeah, man. Thanks.
Love to hear that.
Yeah, but I never thought about getting married, and then it just seemed like I was like, this girl really seems like not seems is someone I see that I can, that could I'll go through time with, like she's a good helpmate, she's a good partner, she fucking to me she's very beautiful, she holds it down, behind closed doors, you know what I mean, and and she man she could cook good, she's a chef, and like and not just because I don't know it was
Mhm.
just effortlessly, and I'm like, you know what, like I don't want to lose this opportunity. I see a lot of value in her, so if I want to marry you. Do you want to get
Okay.
married? So I said, you want to get married? Yeah, sure. Then 6 months later, we got married on December 12th. 12,
And
12, 12. Yeah,
12, 12, 12. Okay,
yeah,
my man. That's what's up. Yo, my man, QB flexing in here. Okay, brother.
yeah.
QB, thanks for being here, brother. Another also have a passport brother in here. That's what's up.
What's up,
Uh,
QB?
yeah, man. Thanks for being here to hear my man Taiwan story.
Hola.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and actually touch up on what you're saying is so how many years were you together before you got married?
No years.
No
It's
years?
6 months. Yeah, I
Well,
guess
you were
you could
together for
say
6 months
six
and then you
months.
got married? Okay.
Yeah, that's a whirlwind romance, I guess you could say.
That
You know?
that is actually, man. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't wait. And the thing is, I think because then you get into your question for me later on because I'll go back to that because I
Mm-hmm,
think it pertains to me. Because you know me, I'm not gonna wait forever. If I'm gonna make the decision, I'm gonna make the decision thoroughly.
mm-hmm.
So, but
Yeah.
okay. First of all, I want to say congratulations to you. Thank you. I don't think I've ever heard of. First of all, 6 months is impressive.
Yeah.
It's unheard of too. But
Mm-hmm.
I gotta congratulate the both you and your wife for actually being married for almost 10 years. That's impressive. I don't hear
Yeah.
enough of that. I don't hear enough of that. Older couples, it's old school couples. They have that leniency because they made it work and they know what the hard
Mm-hmm.
work it takes. But you, that's amazing. And you're 44, right?
Yeah. Yes, I'll be 45 November. Huh?
Oh, 45 November. Okay. Oh yeah, you got a
I'm
minute, bro.
44. Yes, I'm 44. Yeah.
Yeah, you're 44, but you'll be
Yeah.
45. Okay, no, don't
Yeah.
worry, bro. I'm gonna be 30. I'm gonna be 31 in June, so it don't matter, bro.
Sure. 31.
Shit.
Damn. That you a
I
young
got
man. A
I
young
know, but
man.
I got yeah, no man, but I got a while, man. I got a while.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure, man.
yeah. Thanks, brother. No doubt. I appreciate that. And I would say this. Oh wait, he said oh, Grover Reese said something. Thanks, brother, for actually thank you guys for commenting in chat. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
You guys make this stream awesome. So does Blaxican, because he's the
Wait.
the guest one, which makes me the host.
That's right.
12 to
Host
6
with the
months,
most.
if people have intention, is not out of the question. It's not.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you,
Well,
man. I think
yeah,
I think everybody
we want to have children too. So
and that talked about
that
and I would say that was a conversation you both had before getting married, or was it
yeah, I think
before
that's part of the reasons
while you
why I
got
wanted to
married?
get why I wanted to get married too, because I'm like, if I'm gonna have a child, because we already talked about it, like maybe I don't know, maybe like the 5 month mark or whatever, around that time.
Okay.
Excuse me, not 5 month mark, maybe like after like 4 months or whatever being together, like about having children, and I was like, if I'm gonna have a child, I need to be married. That's just me personally,
That's
you know.
me too, man.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it without being
yeah,
unionized.
yeah,
Because I
cause
feel the same
yeah,
way. I don't want to ever follow the stereotype of movies or freaking the trend of America. Just
yeah,
have a baby, then get
mhm,
married. Am I doing that shit? Not doing that
yes,
shit. Because
right,
remember, because I go by the phrase marry before you carry. So
mm,
I ain't doing
I
that
like
shit.
that. Yeah, right. So
Exactly.
yeah, that they'll give you that, make you remind you. We did have intention. Our intention was to start a family. I mean, once you're together with your wife or your partner, even if you're not married, if you're on the same page, yo, that's your family right there, right? That's your family, mi familia. But if you decide to take it
Familia.
to the next level, yeah, mi familia. If you decide to take it to the next level, yeah, in my opinion, like getting married was uh, one of the only options. And mind you, this is before I knew anything viscerally about the red pill or black pill or really dabbled into researching or looking at male female sexual dynamics. So who's to
Right.
say what would have happened if I would have known some of the stuff I know now? You know. Uh, however, that's like shit that yeah, we don't even have to talk about that. But
No,
yeah,
it's
so
cool.
we had intention to have a family. So getting married was important, you know, because growing up you hear stuff. I'm a child of the '80s. You know, I was born in the late '70s, 1977, and I, I the stigma of not having your parents together. You know, it's like, oh, you a bastard and all that shit. Like
Bastard son and shit
I
like that. Yeah, those terms.
like not that you shouldn't let other people's uh thoughts imprint you or however, but fuck it, you can't help it sometimes. So I guess I was programmed with that shit too. So much so like it's important for me to get married. It's important for me to get married, you know. So because I didn't, my dad wasn't in my life as much as I would like him to be, and all respect to my father, because he, wasn't for him I wouldn't be here. However, like that's something I always wanted a lot, like a dad in my life, like
Yeah.
constantly. So I guess by wanting that desire so much, I literally probably thought that I could become it, become the father that I always wanted. That sounds, weird or whatever, but I
No,
think
I don't
maybe
think that's
subconsciously
weird.
that's what was going on right there, you know.
Nah,
So
bro, I don't think that sounds
yeah.
weird. I think that sounds like you wanted to manifest something that you wanted, but also you end up I mean, like something you wanted, but something you end up becoming. That's how I see
Hmm.
it.
Yeah.
Like, and it takes a lot of strength for men to actually draw their energy
Yeah.
into something like that. Like, I'm gonna be real, man. It's no easy task, and it's something that shouldn't be quote unquote taken for granted.
Hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
Yo,
Yeah,
Grover,
man.
I I appreciate this call. He said this is absolutely great conversation. Thank you, brother, man. I really appreciate it,
Whoa.
man. Hey, man, like I
Coming
said,
from,
over at
coming
my
from Grover,
place.
that's big.
Yeah,
Coming from Grover, that's
that
big.
is,
And
man.
this man's interviewed like so many people. So yeah. So
Yeah, man. I
thank you,
watch your
sir.
content, Grover. Like I said, I
Yeah.
watch a lot of your content, dude. You do a lot of great work, man. Thanks for first of all, a compliment from you means a lot for me, man. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
So it means I'm doing something right. so, so all in all, man, I'm gonna get, like I said, I'm gonna continue with this interview, and then and if anybody wants to come up and ask my man Blaxican a question, they're welcome to. But like I said, I want the interview, guys. So
Hmm.
so my man Blaxican,
Yo.
um, I know this is I know it's pretty controversial because you know how people are, but
Hmm.
ignore them, and this is all about us. So
Right.
what made you? I would say this. what what made your wife such a great candidate out of other women? Because and I'm basing it off her because she is Taiwanese.
Yes.
Did yes. What made her like just the one for you? Because I know you named some of her acolytes, but I guess like did she like the best term, the old school term I would use, did she woo you into like seeing her in a different light than the other woman, or did you already see her for something else?
Good question. I
Yeah,
think
I didn't want to complicate that.
that's a good question. Really good question. I'll go off the dome. I think what I saw in her is like I really was attracted to her uh, agreeableness. You know, agreeableness,
Mhm.
willing to listen and entertain what I have to, what I'm what I have to say and what I'm into. It doesn't necessarily mean that she has to like everything I do, but she was just like so willing to like, okay, let's try it. Let's do it. I never did this before. Let me try it. Or she's like fun. She was super fun,
Mhm.
and she does have this uh way about her that seems very soft, in a sense that like in this age of women being super super independent and
Aggressive.
like having aggressive and a lot of masculine traits, like she's very soft to me, and I like that. I think that's very attractive, and then even and really sexy about her. And like layer wise, like she also had a there's something about it too that in there that like, yeah, she's kind of tough though. She's very feminine, but then again, it's like, yeah, she can handle things, you know. And I think
All
she
right.
complimented me well. And not to be crass or anything, like, but you're gonna ask, but like, yo, we're good. It was a good match in the sack too, So that's very important to me. That's very
That is
important to me.
important. That is important
Yeah,
to men.
that's
I'm
very
into that.
important.
Like, the
Yeah,
compatibility is
yeah,
needed on
man.
that. And people think that's
Right.
just men just saying shit. Like, no, there's gotta be
Yeah,
compatibility there too, man. Because you know how
yeah.
I am. I tell people like, yo, listen, I am an uncontrollable beast. All right, I can become one, and
Hmm.
when I don't just become one, I am one. The only thing that's stopping
Hmm.
me now is that I'm in possession of all my marbles. So
Hmm.
that stuff with a particular significant other matters. So, hey man, like you hit jackpot. I love that. I love
Hmm.
hearing brothers winning. Don't hear enough of that. The
Hmm.
fact that I'm hearing it now is putting a
Thank you.
smile on my face right now, man. That's good. And
That's good.
you sound happy.
Hey, well, that's good, and we're just getting started. Like we're talking about the beginning of the relationship. We haven't got to the 7 year itch. maybe your
All right.
maybe your smile will get down a little bit, but don't worry,
No, I
it'll
won't
go
get
back up
down.
again. It'll
No,
go
no,
up
no,
again.
no.
No,
No. And because like the
no,
thing
that's
is
good
like
though,
a
man.
marriage,
Good
no, because
story.
marriage is work, and I get that, and I'm loving what I'm hearing from you
Yeah,
because
marriages take work, brother. That's a big thing
yeah,
too. It takes work, man.
takes
It's
work.
it's it's
Like I said, it takes
ridiculous,
work. Yeah.
especially like reading all the stuff I've read over the last couple years about male female dynamics and psychology, evolutionary psychology, and just talking to my friends about it, their relationships and whatnot, and that's like comparing notes. Like it's almost ridiculous to get married, in a sense. It sounds crazy. uh in the actual getting married, the law about it, how like a lot of times, especially in the West, men get fucked over and whatnot. But
Yeah,
don't get it twisted, they get fucked over here too. It's just not as
they
bad,
do.
probably not as bad.
No,
But
nowhere near the degree over there.
yeah. But
I know about that. Yeah.
mm, yeah. But it's a natural thing. It's natural thing for people to pair up together and have kids, have children. I don't say kids because unless my son is bad, because a kid is a baby goat. So if he's good, I call him a child. So uh,
Okay.
but what am I going with this? I'm like yabbering and rambling, but
You're
oh,
good.
my wife is interesting story, because even though she's Taiwanese, she was born in Taiwan. She moved out to America when she was a couple months old, because her dad was a university professor, and he ended up teaching at University of Pittsburgh. So my wife grew up mostly over there in a PA, and then she would go back and forth to Taiwan and America over the years. So she's kind of like has a good grasp of both cultures and whatnot, you know. So
what's up?
yeah. So
You said PA, right? From Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, yeah, Western PA. Yeah.
I don't normally do this because I am originally from PA. I don't know if
Oh,
anybody
okay.
ever knew that, but I am originally from PA,
Cool.
Pennsylvania.
East or west?
East. I think it was east.
East. Okay. David Little, PA, Harrisburg, in the chat. What's up, man?
Harrisburg, yeah.
What's up, brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
David Little, what's up, man? I appreciate you commenting and being here.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy the rest of the show tonight.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're just getting started. And
yeah. You know what's interesting, Jay? Real quick, that like I remember when I first got married, that when people would ask about me, like we're doing now. I mean, I didn't have an interview or anything, but people would ask like, "Hey, wanted to get to know me. Tell me about yourself," or whatever like that. Like I noticed I would always end up like telling my wife's story a lot more than mine, and it made me think like later when I thought about it, I'm like, that's kind of weird, bro. It's kind of weird. It's like, dude, why don't you talk about yourself, bro? That shows that maybe that one itis is a real thing. I'm not saying it's bad or good or whatever, but that's definitely something that I caught myself doing a lot in the past. Instead of talking about like about my story, my narrative, I would bring up her. Maybe because like I'm, I don't know, I respect her or whatever, or maybe I'm not a beta, but we don't use those terms. But no, but
don't use those
yeah,
terms,
I just noticed that.
labels.
I just noticed.
You're good.
No, I'm just playing, dog. I'm just playing. But I noticed I used to do that a lot. Like I wouldn't talk about myself too much, like that. I'll talk about somebody else. Yeah.
I would do the same thing when I was younger, really younger, because I didn't have the confidence until I got in sports. And then it was not too much talking about myself. It was about talking about what I liked at the time. Because I can and guys, I'll tell you, when I was really young, because of my upbringing, because I'm not on the stand right now, so this is not my interview. This is Blaxican. I almost had pathological lying. Because my parents, my biological parents weren't in my life, and they were drug addicts. So I used to make up stories that my mother was dead because they're not in my life. I always said my mom is dead. That's how I would say it. Or I guess delete is deleted. So, because like I said, they weren't a part of my life or anything like that. So I assumed them to be deleted. So that's the story I would tell people, even though I knew they weren't. Never got a chance to meet them, so how I was supposed to know. But that's when I was really young. Really young. I'm talking about like 14 and below. That's what that was. But as you get older and you surround yourself with people, and then you find out the truth from both sides, you tend to want to make a better world for your life. And anybody who you let in your circle, it allows for them the chance to hurt you. That's what trust is. Like I said, being someone's friend is always the possibility of someone hurting you. And that's something I had to learn. Allowing other people doing, because I always shut myself off to other people, and that's how I would always get into fights. But
you put up a wall.
Yeah, to put up the barrier. Even around girls, I told some days I told girls, yo, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want anything to do with you. Just leave me alone. And it was just like, yo, because I give them the serious stuff, like, yo, stay away from me. Just like how you girls can say no and stay away from you, I can say the same thing. The thing is, I mean it. So, I like I said, I obviously had like not just social anxiety. I had a lot of different things. Just a lot of anger. That's what it was. And then it came back to me taking on that anger, knowing what the issue was, seeking professional help, which I did get help for it, to help me deal with my anger. and dealing with noise.
Right.
That noise was a real factor in me turning out how it turned out. But I was able to utilize it and aim it towards something progressive, and I did it, and I utilized it in sports, and as I got started doing sports, girls on the swim team kind of more noticed me,
Hmm.
and I was really able to go out with a couple of them too.
That's dope.
But
Got
yeah,
more confidence.
hmm
You got more
yeah, I was kind
confidence. You
of
feel more comfortable.
I got more confidence. The more I worked out, the
Mm.
more I physically did things, and I learned how to convey myself better instead of acting like some fanboy. It
Yeah.
was another
Fam.
way of toughening. It was another way of toughening me up. So, I can definitely see the change that some people go through, and that change is real, and that darkness is real too. So, hearing a little bit about like saying, well, people don't, well, you don't really speak about yourself, and I kind of tell. I'm not saying I tell too much or anything like that. I can't tell you shit that you really need to know, to be honest. But to me, I'm at a point now where, listen, because I've grown past it and I've accepted it. So I know most people can't even do that. So me, I'm not afraid to tell anybody because it's nothing for me to hide at that point, to be honest. But all in all, just so so everybody here, including Blaxican, since he is the guest, got to know a little bit about me just now. Now,
Yeah.
Mr. Blaxican, what can you tell us about yourself? Like, your likes, your hobbies, I guess passions.
Okay. Shit. My good segue, Jay. I think everyone, especially your subs that always, supporting you, and even your new supporters, they always want to find out something new about you, man. You have a really
Yeah.
interesting narrative. Like, yeah, you're a very unique person, cool person, bro. And
I appreciate that, man. I'm trying.
yeah. Hmm.
There's
Oh,
still
you're
more to
doing good.
myself that I haven't revealed to people because eventually I'm gonna put myself on this and interview myself and just tell people my life story. And I'm gonna give them the
Yeah.
full on truth and no lies with it. Just so that you guys know,
Yeah.
uncut, unraw, and whatever.
Yeah. Can't wait. Yeah. For me,
Definitely,
like
man.
my I guess my first passion would have to be sports, man. That's all I used to. I was a hyperactive kid, as they say, always running around, jumping, throwing shit all the
That was
time.
me.
And then, yeah, and then my mom, probably because she wanted me to keep me out of trouble and gangs and stuff, so she put me in sports, had me play soccer. Then I started playing baseball, and then in fifth grade started playing football and basketball, bro. And I just like loved it, bro. And I excelled in team sports. It was like the one thing that I felt like really good at that I enjoyed. Like school is cool, but it was hard for me to sit still. So when I um played sports or practice, like I just got to release and show my talent and whatnot. And like, yes, I love sports. And it wasn't until I played basketball, football, and baseball in high school at a pretty good high school too, a prep school. And then
Nice.
yeah, Jesuit school. And then you know how that is, like get a girlfriend and then get a job, you know, start playing less and less. And yeah, so that's the first thing I was passionate about was sports and whatnot. Team sports, which helped me learn how to work with other people and also excel in the clutch. But
Right.
something I wish I would have gone into more was individual sports. Like I got my son in swimming now and kung fu and
My
some other
man,
stuff.
swimming is good, man. I did
Swimming's
swimming
good,
for two
yeah,
years in high
yeah.
school.
You learn
Was
self reliance and self determination and doing for self. Whereas in team sports, I mean, yeah, you can push unless you push yourself after practice, by yourself. Uh, you don't really get to unlock that all the time as much as you would in like track or weightlifting or MMA or something like that or swimming. So
right.
yeah, so I was always with team sports, which prepared me to be a worker. I think that's part of the reason why maybe it's promoted in the Western countries because it's like, yeah, play sports, then you just join another team, the workforce or whatever. But Yeah, so I love sports a lot, man. But once I found girls, that was it. I wasn't too much into sports. I got a new sport. Got into a new sport. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right. That's
yeah,
what's up, man. I
yeah.
mean, like I said, I think sports does it for guys because you're so focused. It teaches discipline and that level of the cathartic jolt you get from doing an activity. Trust me, man, it motivates you so much
Hmm.
to be better. And plus, it keeps you from being bored. I'm gonna be real about that. It just
Yeah,
keeps you from being bored.
definitely.
Everybody, you don't always have to be on that goddamn game station. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Right, right, man. Like I love gaming. I was a gaming and whatnot, but that's like I'd rather play, man. I used to love to hear my name get called when I tackle people or sack the quarterback. I used to love that shit.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
sports was just made for. Okay, guys, don't take this out of. Don't take this. I'm not saying women can't like either, but this is just for me. Oh, sorry about that. But looking at it from my point of view, I think sports were just made for men. Like
Mm,
what it does for men. I think it's an amazing thing. It toughens them. It gives them structure, and also just like the military, I think it does give us some sense of guidance. So like I said, sports is just it was just made for men, literally,
mhm.
to like be better versions of themselves. Like, okay, you're born up and out of this world. You get some intelligence from school. Now you take up some activities, and then you should take up a sport to add to your repertoire, so you can be athletic, be healthy, and be in good shape. So
Yeah.
that's why I really think sports is very much needed for boys. I do agree with
Right.
that. Oh, that energy we got to go somewhere, man.
That's what David Little's saying in the chat. Check that out.
That's what's
Saying
missing for boys. Oh, hold on. Oh, David Little, I appreciate that, man. He says sports always helps, man. I agree with that. And he says what's
mhm,
missing for boys now, physical activity channels a lot of aggression. Thank you. I agree with you,
definitely.
David Little. That's
Yeah.
facts. Because it finds a way to channel all that pent up rage that you have. And that's what I used it for too. If I didn't have any anger rage, I directed it towards basketball, man. God. And
Yeah.
shout out to my man King Riches out there. Because I had a conversation with him about this about when we were doing sports. I told him we were in basketball camp, bro. Suicides, holy shit.
Oh yeah.
My legs would feel that once I was done, bro. Basketball camp is what it was. It was basketball camp, bro. It was
Yeah.
pain.
The suicides are crazy, man.
Oh, pain,
Yeah.
exhaustion,
Yeah.
fatigue, bro. I had to drink so much Gatorade, bro, till I wasn't thirsty no more.
Yeah. We had to run what they call 17s, if I believe right, where you
Mhm.
had to go up and back on the court in 17 seconds, or you got to do it
Yeah.
again. I think that's about right. And I remember one time we had this basketball tournament in Artesia, California, in LA area, by Long Beach, kind of by
Yeah.
Cerritos, and we did good. It's like Paul Pierce was in that tournament from
Nice.
what was he? Inglewood High. I think he was one of the best players in the nation at that time. And then Tayshaun Prince was playing at Dominguez High as a freshman in Compton. And like we played pretty good in that tournament, but we were acting a fool. And the older guys, I was a junior, the older guys decided to get a stripper, right? To come to the room. Uh
What?
yeah, they started
Repeat that
we're
one.
high school kids.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Rewind that. Rewind that, bro.
the coaches and the chaperones went out for like dinner or whatever, and then we were left to do whatever. Like we bought our like Sega Genesis and shit to play video games or whatever. But the older
Damn.
cats were like the seniors
It's
were
back
like,
to the
no,
Sega.
they're like, let's get it. Yeah, old school, bro. Lakers versus Celtics, NBA Live, Madden. The older cats were like, the seniors were like, let's get a stripper. We're out here, in LA, La La Land. Let's get a stripper, right? So they're end up getting a stripper, calling a stripper, and like she comes up in the room and with her, I don't say pimp, but like escort or whatever, and a chaperone, and and they go to the other room, the combine. You know how the hotel rooms, suites, they have double doors and they connect sometimes. Well, she
Yeah.
goes to the other room to change and get ready or whatever, do whatever she's gonna do, and then and like she's about to come out, and we're all sitting there, like maybe like 12 of us are sitting in the room right there, and like the door we get a knock on the door, and fucking the door opens, and it's it's our shooting guard's mom, the chaperone. Like she's like, what? She's like, what are you doing? And then the girl about to walk out, bro, and she sees the mom there, and she goes, oh, and like streaks back into the room. And then my boy, the shooting guard, he's like he looked like he saw a ghost, man. When he saw his mom, he was like hell embarrassed, bro, hell embarrassed, and we got so in trouble. And like I think I told this to somebody else recently. We had the security guards, this black guy of the hotel, older middle-aged dude, and he comes in and he tells us a story. He's like, you guys, you got to be careful nowadays, because you don't know who you're dealing with. That trans investigation type shit, like transgender people. You don't know if you're getting a woman or a man. He's like, I used to be the head of security for Magic Johnson in the '80s, and like we used to have these parties.
That. I remember
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that. Yeah, one of the
yeah,
schools we had. Yeah,
yeah. We had these parties where we had the velvet rope, and we used to like
velvet
be the
rope.
velvet, literally like a red velvet rope, like Janet Jackson's album Velvet Rope, to lead to the bedroom. And he's all, we would let women in there, quite a few women, but sometimes there'd be men too. So he's telling us like to be careful and whatnot, like
Right.
So yeah, so the reason I guess come back full circle, yeah, when we got home, fucking from the this tournament, our coach was so pissed that like I think he put 2 hours on the scoreboard, like the clock. He put 2 hours, and we had to run 17s for 2 hours straight, literally, among other things. So it's like we got our ass handed to us, like for doing that shit. And like even if you didn't want to, like some of the younger guys were like, they're kind of scared, kind of scary. Like, I don't know if we should do this. What are you gonna do if one guy says it in the group? Everyone's got to do it, because then you'll be like a snitch or something. But like, so yeah, we had to run like 17s till we're like puking and stuff. So yeah.
Oh yeah, trust me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got to the point where I ran so much I threw up. I don't think I ever experienced that yet.
Yeah.
Maybe like acid reflux, but like
Mhm.
that's because it was hurting probably. Because I was just drinking water at the time, water and Gatorade. That's it. When I was young.
Yeah.
I used to get them Gatorade after we got out of practice, bro. I'm like, give me a freaking Gatorade, bro. I used to I destroyed that shit. I was just like, I wouldn't even stop until all of it was gone in my throat. I'm like, I ain't give a damn. Like, bro, I used to, like, I'm talking about like when it's warm inside the freaking practice shit. Like, bro, you were
hey man,
sweating.
do that hot yoga. You get over that. You can it'll prepare you for the hot, humid weather.
I mean, can it prepare me for the hot springs? I'm just saying.
You can do that in Japan. The hot springs. That's where it goes down.
Yeah, onsens. Yeah, onsens, definitely. But man, like, damn, bro. I'm like, bro, it felt like the radiator like made me sweat so much, man. It wasn't even just me. It was like all the rest of my like. I guess I had like two cousins on the playing for the church the basketball team. Bro, we were just sweating in that motherfucker. I was like, ooh, leaning against the freaking cushions in the back of the wall. I was like, yo, bro, damn, I can't wait for practice to be done. I'm just waiting for this shit to be over. Like, I'm just like
counting the minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's one thing if it's early morning and you're getting to practice in. This afternoon you can just lounge around all you want. But at nighttime, like, bro, I tell you, bro, when you get into bed, bro, your ass will be go to sleep like so soundly, bro. You sleep so good at night. But you feel sore in your legs. It's not even your arms, it's your legs. I feel it, bro. And I had to put like freaking things over my legs. I'm like, bro, let me sleep face up tonight. I ain't never done this, but let's do it. I almost missed the bus to school yesterday. I was like, bro, I'm fucking tired. I don't give a fuck. So here's the crazy thing. That day I went to school. I told my boy, I already have my homework done, but I was like, if they were to give me, I was like, oh, bro, I literally went in with the thought process, bro. If they give me homework, I'm not taking that shit home and doing it. I'm doing it here. So my naive ass stayed after school willingly to offer to help a teacher because I wanted to get my work done. So I wanted to take all my shit home. So I literally did all my homework for about like 2 hours. And then after that, I went to my ass home. I caught the late bus. and then I fell asleep on the bus for a little bit, but I knew it was gonna be like a 45-minute drive, so I just slept. And then by the time I woke up, I was like, shit, did I miss my stop? Nah, bro, we almost there. I was like, oh shit. I like 5 more. I'm glad what I did. 4 more stops before I get to my house. I tell you, when I got off, man, I walked. I saw there was these girls on the neighbors that there was this girl, my next door neighbor who I liked. One of the sisters. She looked cute as hell.
Mhm.
I talked to her for a little bit, and I told her, "Yo, I'm about to pass the fuck out. I slept on that bus, and I'm still fucking tired."
Mm.
And
Exhausted,
I
huh?
said, yeah, and I think I really liked her at the time, so I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to even talk to her as much. I said a few words, I'm about to go in my bed. Got home, show my parents my freaking work. It's already done. They don't even know. I mean, they know like if you fail, it's whatever. But yeah, I would do that a lot. And I'm like, here you guys go. It's done. I'm taking my ass. I didn't say ass, but I said I'm taking my rear to bed. I gotta go. I want to sleep. You don't want anything to eat? Hell no, I want anything to eat. I'll get it listen, I'll probably wake up at 1 a.m. to eat it. Anyway. So I went to sleep early. Got up at like 12:30. Because I think it was like 6 when I got in the house. 6:30. I just ate, and you know what I did when I got the food? I started playing my fucking game. When I was eating. I
Falling
had to
asleep and playing. Eating.
yeah, I had to turn the volume down and to make sure my light wasn't being so hot. So this little trick, guys, I would do. I would put the towel underneath the door so they couldn't see the light on that bitch. And I'm from the TV, not from the light in your room. I was playing my Sonic game or
Mhm.
NBA game,
Yeah.
and I was just like, yo, man, I was going ham. Cause I was playing NBA Streets. Anybody remember that? Man, I
Okay.
love NBA Streets.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
shit, man. NBA Streets 2 was NBA Streets 2 was a fucking addiction for me, man. I loved that game. Love the
Yeah.
music, everything. I was just playing the fuck out of that thing. And then, but one thing I like playing at night more than that was Smash Brothers on the
Mm.
GameCube, and I'm going ham on Melee, just going ham. I'm
Mei
like,
Ling.
fuck yeah,
That's a character?
yeah,
Mei
bro.
Ling?
No, not Melee. Smash Brothers Melee is what it was called.
Okay. I was thinking about that
Yeah, the
archetype of
original.
that
Yeah,
in the I don't know, black pill, red pill shit. The Asian girls call them Mei Ling. I've heard people say that
Melee.
before. Yeah. Maybe I heard
I
QB
love
say
the
it too.
Yeah, I've
I'm
heard
like,
it too, but
yeah,
like I love the name Mailing.
yeah.
Who knows? I might
Mei
name my
Ling.
daughter that shit. Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of Mei Lings out here. Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
man.
any. I mean, I'm kidding. I know they exist, but yeah. He said Grover Reese says sports is a foundation. Combat sports is the most beneficial, humbling, and challenging, essential for growth. I agree. I believe when you're
Absolutely.
a UFC fighter,
Absolutely.
trust me, man, you got a lot of pent up rage, my man, to deal with.
I wish I would have
It's a
known
good
that
way to
like
deal with it.
20 years ago, man. Fuck, man. I'd have been kicking ass sooner, man. Like that's such a great jewel right there. Like sports is the foundation,
Yep,
and martial arts are the most beneficial, man. Yeah,
they are. They
yeah,
teach self discipline and respect.
yeah.
And
Yeah, my son's 4 doing all that. I can't wait till he's 5. I think he can start Brazilian jiu-jitsu. We can go to our
mhm.
gym out here. You can go to our gym out here. It'd be dope.
Now
Yeah.
that was what's up. Now Blaxican, we're gonna get to
Yeah.
you now because I think like I said, because I know when you're gonna like I said, we're
Mhm.
getting into a little bit of stories, but I'm gonna you hear
Mhm.
more of yours.
Okay.
Um, I would say this: would you with your son specifically, since we're bringing him up, because we
Mhm.
talked about your wife and we've talked about a little bit about you. We're gonna get back to you on the final go. This is for your son. Would you say you're raising him to be? I wouldn't say better. Are you raising him to be aware of more things than you were when you were younger?
Absolutely, man. Like not like. That's the most top priority for him to be better, bigger and better than me, man. In all ways, while doing it in his own style. I got to remember that too. He's his own man, you know. but like
Right.
that's the goal, bro. It's like he's integrity. He forces me to have integrity for myself more than anything else in my life ever. Is he watches me, looks up to me so much that if I'm slacking and not doing what I'm supposed to do, like he'll let me know. I mean, even if he doesn't do it consciously, you can tell by observing your child, like when they think something's kind of off or whatever, you know. So he definitely
Okay.
makes me, want to be the best version of myself. Be a man, and that's why I get him involved in all these different things, while at the same time trying to be present as much as possible, which I need to work on better. To be fair, to be honest, with them all the time, but I can always be more present and stuff. So it's
And
very
I would say
important to
this.
me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Definitely, I think that's important for a son to be self-aware of things. But I'll say this: if I were to become a father and I had a son myself, what advice would you tell me that might help me?
To help you. Um,
Yes.
Make sure you really want to have a child, and and think about what that all means. Talk to different people that have children, and really ask them good questions about it. Because the more questions you ask, the more you'll see if that's something you really really want. Because you really shouldn't have a child, in my opinion, if you don't really
If
want
you
it.
don't want
And
one, yeah.
if you don't want one, like there's different ways people have it. Like sometimes people use it as an accessory, like you would like a purse or a starter cap or something like that. Like this is my kid, and yeah, like they show them off all the time, but really they don't really care about the child, or do what it takes to help it grow and nurture it. Same thing happens with people with dogs. I don't know about cats so much, but
Well,
like
no, no,
dogs,
no. I know what you mean. I know what you
people
mean. The
do that.
dogs are the,
They don't put the work
are
in.
the factor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but a kid is not a dog, even though they're like people say are fur babies. I have three. I love them and try to do the best for them, but they're not a child. A
Hey,
child is totally
self-made.
different. What's up, self? A child is totally different. Yeah. So I would tell
Mhm.
you, make sure that's what you really want. Hang around people with a child. Two, um, definitely vet the woman. Make sure it's a good match. And actually, too, when you have the child, before you have a child with somebody, really talk to them about important questions. Like, what do you think about like you ask them, what do you think about what kind of school do you want? Do you want homeschool? Do you want public school? What kind of food do you want to feed them? If you're religious, like what kind of spiritual beliefs are we going to raise our child with, or none, or whatever? Medical stuff, like what do you think about vaccines? What things that like find out, or even what do you think about politics? Are you, because things like that, like these bigger questions, if you don't really know what your partner thinks about those things, how they stand, and then you have a kid, you can have a lot of problems down the road. So it's best to actually talk about all that stuff to see if you can work together or not, because that's
And yeah,
because you
I
got
think
to be
that's
on the
what I
same
think that's
page
what
with
the
about
actual
some.
talk is for. Yeah, the talk is
Hmm.
for that, for both of you to have about that. Not to cut you off, brother, but what you're saying
Oh, go
is
ahead.
like, you both need to be able to have that talk if both your goals align, your minds
Hmm.
and your goals align with each other, that you are on a consensus of taking care of this kid, you know,
Yeah.
the product of this kid, what
Right.
you're gonna sacrifice, what you're gonna put your all your self-worth and time and effort into.
Yeah.
And it is work. So
Mm.
like I said, both my brothers have kids. They're waiting for me to have mine. I'm like, dude, I don't even have, dude. Yeah, I'm with somebody right now, but I'm not making children with her anytime soon because I'm in the process of vetting her,
Right. That's
and
smart.
technically we are vetting each other right now. So I have to figure out if that's something that's going to happen. But I'll know, like I said, I'll know the answer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. You gotta really think about it, man. It's good that you both are doing that, because a lot of people
Yeah,
will say too, which is understandable. It's like, why bring children in this world like this? It's a horrible world. Everything's happening. On
I
one
hear
level,
that
it
too.
is. It is like it is definitely if you look at
It
it.
definitely is. I
But there's
won't
still
lie.
good. There's still good out there and whatnot. And we always persevere. Like if you, for example, if you really believe that that the Earth didn't go through like major changes like in the past, like catastrophe, uh, changes like pole shifts or ice age or meteor or even maybe some metaphysical shit, some galactic war that went on that blew up the world or whatever, or like human beings have been as a species have gone through hella crazy shit, yet we're still here today, you know?
Yeah.
Like, don't get it twisted. Like, you may think your life sucks, and maybe it maybe it does on one level or whatever. Not you personally, but like uh, the guy or girl out here listening to this, like, you may think your life sucks and whatnot, but like, dude, you're a product of your family's evolutionary push to get you here, man. They're all behind you, in my opinion. They're all pushing you along. Like they could be like a big oversoul above you, you know, just trying to see what's happening in your life, and this is your shot. This is shoot your shot to make your mark in the world. You know, to keep it moving and whatnot. Right? Even as a sperm and an egg, bro. Like there's millions or some of the sperms after each after each coom shot, like right. So you're the product of that too. Like you were fast or you were strong to get yourself here. So there's a lot of obstacles we have as humans. So saying that like this world's a horrible place, which is true and all that, that's the reason why you don't want to have a child. Which you can say whatever you want, but like, come on, maybe there's another reason why you don't want to have a child, but you're just using that as an excuse.
For
Yeah,
fear, your own personal
yeah,
fear.
yeah.
And
Which
the
is
thing is, I'll
understandable.
say this, guys. I do have fear that I'll fuck it up. Even though people told me you'll be a great father, Jay. I think you guys don't know what you're talking about. You're not me. With the
Hmm.
sacrifice I'm gonna have to do, the hard work I have to put in, like trust me, it's gonna be a lot. And the
Yeah,
thing is, I don't want to overthink this shit personally. Because I one of the problems is I do think too much. But I think it's not as bad as it was. Hold on. I'm a special snowflake. Laugh out loud. What's good, chat? I got you, self made. It's funny. And
self-made man.
man, I do love
Southside.
snow. Personally, I do
Yeah.
love snow. Um,
Snowflakes, huh?
yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm a northerner. But
Yeah.
no, but all in all, that is one of my biggest fears of me screwing it up, like not doing it right. And
Hmm.
you know, I think it was never, and it was so crazy. I didn't think about the woman being bad or whatever. I'm talking about me being able to guide
Yeah.
my son because it's something I take seriously, and I want him to be different from me, of course, and have all the problems that I have, but also I have to, because ever since I went through what I went through, I can check for those symptoms and signs, and I would go to the
Yeah.
doctor and see if he has any of the stuff that I have, and hopefully the genes of my wife, who I have my child with, um, kind of balances out those little negatives,
Hmm.
or cancel out some of them, which is cool if she does. I would love that if that happened. Because a lot of people have told me that it could happen when you are mixing two different DNAs with each other. So yeah, they create a life. So yeah.
Yeah. Things can happen too when you're when both people are healthy and the genetics match up. Like, man, like I don't really talk about this, but like I lost my daughter. My wife was pregnant a couple, over a year ago, and she's pretty.
You okay, Blackskin? Blackskin, I can't hear you. You okay, brother?
Abortions and
Think you
stuff.
okay?
Huh?
I can hear you now. You went out for a second. Blackskin, can you hear us?
Can you hear me now?
I hear you now, but like I said, but
Can you
you
hear
went
me?
out a couple of seconds. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you said, yeah. So first of all, I'm sorry about you losing one of your own. That should never
Hmm.
happen to a man or a woman, like two parents. I've always said that before. That is the worst kind of pain and sadness and sorrow you could ever go through. So
Hello?
my
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
condolences. Yeah, so my condolences and respect. Yeah.
Thanks,
If
bro.
someone made a joke, Taiwan internet. Okay, bro. But
What do you say?
no,
What do you
no, no,
say?
no. He said
let's
Taiwan
let's make it
internet.
levity. Taiwan internet. Yeah, that I
Yeah.
don't think that's mine, bro. That's maybe it's a joint thing.
No, I
You
got you.
make
Don't
joke
worry about it.
make joke about the Taiwan internet how and technology, but all the semiconductors that people be using, especially you self over there in your beautiful Chicago.
He
Um,
said, but the chicks are hot. Who cares about the internet? I care about the internet,
that's
bro.
true. That's true.
I care about the internet, bro.
Everything from the internet, the modem, from your internet to the um, remote controlled vibrator that these girls use nowadays. They probably got semiconductors from Taiwan, coming from Taiwan.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of
Wait,
funny when you
bring
say
it
that.
bring it back to self. Self asked a good question on the Instagram live about but we got cut off. Um, about something paraphrasing like, is it good? I mean, are you able to help somebody while you're still helping yourself? I think it was something like that. Like, is it feasible to do that? And like, and he gave a good analogy I've heard before about like when they taught him in lifeguard school how if someone's drowning and you go to
Drowning.
help them
Yeah.
and they're like
Go help them.
thrashing around. You were there, yeah, thrashing
Yeah, I was
around and
there. And I've heard that
yeah,
saying before too.
you know,
Yeah.
you got to let them do it because they'll bring you down or whatnot, you know.
Yep. You can't
And with
save them
that
and
said,
then you'll be drowned too.
yeah, with that said, is like it makes me think about that situation and as a metaphor. If I put that metaphor in having a child, it's like on one end, the child is young and trying to figure out what it's like to live in this world, this crazy human matrix, right? And so
Mm.
it's like it can be thrashing around metaphorically. So it's like, so as a parent, you're not supposed to help because it's thrashing around. No, you gotta help. You know, you gotta help them, right? And even if even in your life as a parent, you're still trying to figure out things, even though we say like we should know how the world works by then or whatever, but a lot of us don't, bro, and we're still trying to figure shit out and learn and stuff. So, but we still have an obligation and responsibility to help our children, right?
Yep.
So I think in that case it's a little different, but in terms of like random people you meet out in the world, help them if you can. However, if it's if, if it's like
You there? Blaxican, you went out again.
you're helping yourself and being self-sufficient too. Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. I'm gonna read a few chats and guys, we're going to take a short minute, like a minute and 25-second break, because I have to get something to drink for my throat, so my throat does not go dry. Okay, so I'm gonna enter this. He says, but the chicks are hot. Who cares about the internet? I watched that, but I read that one. Oh, get 1917. I appreciate the comment. Thank you. What up, everyone? This is Mike. How you doing, Mike? Good to have you, bro. He said, is that Mike? What, beer? It's over for it's over for bad connection cells, bro.
What's up, Mike?
No, he was talking about how you
What?
went on and off. That's all.
Uh,
Cheers, self-made, and what's good, boys? How you doing, Astute Trends? I appreciate you being here. And also, self-made says Astute Trends. All right, guys. Me and Blackskin are gonna take a minute or a 2-minute freaking break real quick. I gotta get something to drink real quick, and and we're gonna continue back on with the quote unquote story interview. And guys, I would say keep the chat busy. Type your comments. Blaxican will read them out for you and my steed. I'm giving him host privileges.
oh wow, that means I can't go to the bathroom yet. Then.
Oh no, if you have to use the
That's
bathroom,
okay. It's all right. It's all right. I was kidding. It's okay. I'll be all
If you
right.
do have to use it, I'll be honest. If you do have to go to, don't bother to stay. Just go and come back whenever you get a chance.
All right.
I'm not gonna force somebody. I'm not gonna force somebody to be on here when they can't use the bathroom. Bro, that's hell.
I'll be right back. I got to go downstairs real quick. Hold on.
All right, guys, give us a second. I gotta get a drink to us, dude. Hold on. No, there's no subtitles in Japan. In Japanese. Oh, okay. There's subtitles, but in Japanese. All right, I'll be right back. I have some questions ready for me when I get back, guys.
Yo, I guess self-made was right. I do like to talk a lot. Damn. What's up? Connection, so no music, yeah. Want me to sing? Nah. Sing Motorhead, okay. What? Do I know the words? Let me see. Tony Hawk. That's right. Tony Hawk 3, I think. If you want to gamble, I'll show you how to last. You win some, lose some. It's all a game to me. Something like that, right? The ace of spades. The ace of spades. Yeah, I'll ask them that. Motivation for wanting to move to Japan. Yeah. Yo, shit, my motivation to move out here was it's too much damn money, cost of living in the Bay Area. Part of the reason. Start something new, you know? Shit, man. Yeah, Chef Shift, you like that? Yo, if anyone has the privilege of hearing Shift, Astute Trent sing, oh man, that was classic. That was fun. We got that thought bot going on in the damn Discord. This shit's great. Yo, yo, I love my boyos, man. Yeah. Let me see. Let me read this. Oh, let's read this real quick. Timothy Leary, your brain is God. Evolutionary intelligence. Around the age of 6 in the individual human, and around 25 million years ago, in the age of our species, the evolutionary intelligence arranges to activate frontal lobes. Only when our primate ancestors had learned to walk on 2 feet, thus freeing their mouths for oral signaling, could the new manual circuits of the brains emerge. A key factor in the evolution of intelligence is socialization. Wow. Obviously, people who are born with different brains. A key factor is in the evolution of intelligence is socialization. Division of labor, Gaia, or the earth, works with gene pools, which produces specialized castes. Individuals genetically geared to perform the different functions that contribute to the needs of the group. Social biologists have ruminated obsessively to explain altruism in social animals. Why does one bird give the alarm signal when the hawk is sighted? This seems to violate the selfish gene, principle of natural selection. By drawing attention to himself, the flock crier risks his own reproductive future. Okay, that's enough of that. Your brain is God, Timothy Leary. All rights reserved. What's up, Jay?
What's up, guys? Sorry about that, guys. I got my drink here. It's a VA Splash, fruit.
VA Splash. Okay.
Yeah. I recommend this for antioxidant and cleaning your insides. Whenever you have fever or thing like that, I'm not sick or anything, but it's what I use to drink besides water, protein shake, and this orange juice I drink.
Okay, cool.
Apple juice from time to time, but like I said, keep your insides clean with water. Well, actually, this shit is empty now. So yeah, but Yeah, I answered my questions. Duck Meister in the house, so jit. Yeah, no music. I remember that. Sing Motorhead the game. That's funny. Tyler play the game. You ask him his motivation for wanting to move to Japan.
Yeah, Jay, what is your motivation for wanting to move to
Okay.
Japan, the rising sun?
That's very nice.
Yeah.
I've just always been in love with the culture, guys. Ever since, like I said, I've loved samurai since I was a young boy. To me, being an adult now, to what I am now, like I've always loved it. The the samurai are men of honor, similar to military men. That was one of the aspects I loved about it. And I would say just everything that they encompass that they have, I love a lot of. Yeah, now granted, like I said, it's not all fun and games over there. There's some stuff over there that's kind of a little crazy, but not like to the extent of America. Not when it comes to police, hell no. Way different. Um they have a roaming busting economy that I'm just intrigued to engross my mind and my body into. Ever since I was young, like I said, I've always wanted to go there. And guys, anime is a factor, but it's not the main one. It's not. I'll be honest, not for that. I promise you, it's not for that. That's a byproduct of me going there.
Mhm.
But honestly, uh, there and here's the actual truth of it. There's a lot of their culture that I vibe with. The whole yin and yang aspect, the um the cleansing of one's souls, the shrines that they have down there. I did a video on that, guys. On that, check that out when you get a chance. Um, I want to visit all the shrines. I want to actually see if there's more to myself than just me being over here, and actually the love that I have for their language, the respect I'm putting into it, the time I'm putting myself into it. It's a lot of it's something that I've wanted to do since so a long time to actually at first it was just a visit. Now as I got older, I wanted to live over there. I used to
Mhm.
always preach about that in high school, bro. I'm gonna live in Japan, bro. I'm gonna live in Japan. Um, I want to make, and the thing is, I started to wanted to make that dream a reality, not just a saying that you said. Similar to Naruto saying he's gonna be Okage. No, guys, I'm gonna make this a reality. Work my ass off for it. But the thing is, it's gonna come with time, preparation, and planning.
Right.
So, and
Absolutely.
uh, and also it's gonna have to come with the change within yourself, like what you do when you go to college. If you just and I said to anybody, if you think going to college is getting a degree, you can do your fucking job. If there's no mental growth growing with inside you that you in there, then you can do your damn job. I'm not saying be friends with anybody. I'm talking about like make the secondary change within yourself comes through you not through graduation while you're in college yourself. Like you're changing. You're different. You talk differently. You move differently. You articulate things differently. Evaluate slash analyze. So when I made this decision, I was like, I need to find my own way. I need to I need to be on a journey to discover myself and also what my own path, what I need to do. And it's not like I'm saying America's so terrible. There's some terrible things in America, yes, but that's not the reason why I'm leaving it. The reason why I'm leaving it, I'm going over there, guys, to find my peace, to get my peace of mind in a peaceful area. That's
Mhm.
more that's more to my suiting and more to my liking because I think I just vibe with people in more Japan than I do some people in America more often than not. I rock with that vibe of people because I don't not loud. I don't get sporadically crazy, and I keep myself calm, guys. I'm in a point in life. I'm at a point in time in my life where I'm just chill. Hence, what my channel is all about chillness and relaxation. To be honest.
Right.
And that's what it
Definitely
is.
is.
Yeah, like I said, there's no drama here. There's no like we joke and we have fun, of course, guys. We can do all that. I'm cool with that because I'm not trying to restrict anybody here. But the thing is, I wanted to be a place, a modicum of peace that I built for myself over there with my future Japanese spouse. Because right now my intention isn't over go over there to find a wife. That's secondary to anything. That's a by like I said, byproduct of me being there. So So I've always like I said, I've always had the love for the language. I've always had a love for the Asian movies we used to see. I have a lot of love for just the prefecture of Japan itself. To visit all these places, like I think that's gonna be one hell of a journey to go through, bro. When I go to Okinawa, when I go to Tokyo, when I go to Shibuya, when I go to Niigata, Kyushu,
Yeah, the only
Osaka.
place I've been is
I'm going all the
Okinawa.
place in
I went to.
Saitama, like, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, excuse me, but I was gonna say that's the only part of Japan I've been to, Okinawa. It's only like an hour away from my city in southern Taiwan, and
That's
it's
not bad.
funny. Yeah, funny enough, I think the culture, the Aboriginal cultures, original people cultures of Okinawa and Taiwan are very similar. And the Okinawa is like conducive to your vibe that you have. It's really chill, man. It's like laid back there. It's a
Hey,
laid back
man.
environment, but one of the most badassest form of karate came from there. So that's an
Definitely, man.
interesting
I definitely would.
thing. Yeah,
You know what? I would love to take kendo classes, to be honest. I
yeah,
think kendo would be awesome.
yeah.
Kendo and archery.
Yeah. It's very
That's my
samurai.
thing.
Yeah, and maybe take some
Yeah,
calligraphy too.
definitely, bro. I
Yeah,
actually want to take a calligraphy. I actually am going to take a
yeah,
calligraphy class. If I ever go down there, I will definitely take that shit.
yeah.
Um, and guys, I did a lot of I did a video on the shrines, and if you guys know, for some of my thumbnails on my channel, I have a lot of the Torii Gate, the Torii gates on my as my thumbnail in Japan on different locations. I want to visit all those shrines. I'm like dead ass on that because I'm just very curious to what I'll find. There is one, and guys, I don't get freaked out of anything, but I'm gonna be real. There is one Torii Gate that kind of freaks me out, and that's the one that's on the water. I'm actually afraid I'll get transported to another fucking world if I row a boat through that fucker. I won't lie.
Are you talking
I
about
am.
near Okinawa?
I think that's the one near the water. I can
Yeah,
actually guess. I can actually pull
it's
up the.
underwater, bro. The Arthur Graham Hancock, Fingerprints of the Gods. He used to scuba
Yeah.
dive there, and if you go underwater, that part of Okinawa, there's it looks like there was a city underneath there a long time ago, a man-made city. So there's like
I can
definitely
believe that.
some weird stuff going on over there, man. Yeah, in that area over there, it's also it's links up with northeastern Taiwan, southern Japan,
Mm.
right there. And some people think that maybe that's a spot for Atlantis, maybe that area over there. But who knows?
Atlantis
It's
is
just it's a
Japan. I
theory.
would
It's a
love that.
theory.
I would love
It's a
that.
theory. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome, though. Definitely glad I got a chance to go there before all that bullshit hit the fan a couple years ago. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. I wish I could have went before then. I
yeah,
probably would have stayed the hell over there. I told you, man, if I go over there, I'm never coming the hell back.
yeah. Long
I don't care
flight.
what job I'm doing. All
Yeah. If you
right,
go
guys.
there, Jay, I'm gonna my good friend, been living there for 30 years, in Osaka,
Yeah.
around there. He's like you, like he seems like you in the sense that he really loved the culture for many years and studied Japanese, and just and before he got there, he had a plan and stuff, to make the most out of it. And like I mean, he's made a good living with himself for himself out there. He's actually a game translator. He translates from Japanese to English, and vice versa. He
Yeah.
actually translated Metal Gear Solid, the original, to English. And
Oh, nice. Yeah,
yeah,
guys.
and
It's particularly this one right here. This one particularly, but it's the sun is out on this one. I don't know why. But there was one particularly. If I rode my boat through this motherfucker, I feel like I'm gonna get transported to a freaking world like dead ass. I dead ass believe that, guys. I don't know why. Every other one, like on the ground and shit like that, like I think I'll be okay. Like I'm not even sweating it. But when it's like the one on the water, I'm like, even though I can swim, I'm like, bro, I swear to you, I feel like I'm gonna get transported somewhere. Dead ass. Hopefully, it's just a little bad omen in my mind. Like I said, perception and reality nonsense. I should be okay. And I might just be overthinking things, guys. Trust me. Like trust me, I'm tough as bricks, bro. But it's like when it comes to shit like you haven't been around, yeah. Don't worry, I'm not a believer that I think somebody's gonna steal my soul or whatever. But it's just that thing. To be on the water and see that will be like it's gonna be wild to me. But
It's pretty
hey,
surreal.
I mean, yeah, I know, but the thing is for me, like at least it's not a roller coaster. At least not that shit.
Oh, you don't like roller coasters? Oh
Nah, like
man,
people dying from them things now. I'm like, oh, probably deleting from those things. I'm like, that's wild. Now,
yeah, that's what makes it fun, man. The risk, yeah. My thing
I
is like
mean, if I was Luke Cage, yeah, why not?
I'll go to yeah, I'll go to Six Flags or Great America, the theme parks that have been there for years. However, like these carnivals that that pick up and go every fucking couple weeks, I don't trust those as much. Those rides as much, but
Right, right. I don't trust anything with a goddamn loop. Fuck that.
yeah. But
Like
my
whether
ass
they
don't
just
even go
slides
on
and
those
shit,
rides
I'll
anymore.
do
But now
that.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
because my son is gonna it's gonna he already likes to go on that type of stuff. He's already only 4 years old, so kind of
right.
crazy. Yeah.
And self-made, like I said, I think the reason why I would want to go over there is because I'm a lover of tea. I love the tea that comes from the Japanese people. It's really
Mm,
good, delicious, and
mm,
I've always been a tea person.
mm.
It's just always been me, bro. I can survive in Great Britain off of tea or freaking Japan, but I think more often Japan is just more peaceful. So I'll
Yeah.
probably take that. And yeah, I would say not hoping, but like I said, most likely, like I said, who knows? I might see my Japanese future spouse over there as a byproduct of me being there. But I plan on doing a lot of great things over there, and I really want to teach my offspring over there, the woman I have kids with, the things that I learned in America, but also teach them the things I also learned here. Because I will. Because the thing is with that, I'm going to be uh, teaching the generational bloodline thing
Yeah.
to them about like where they come from, and also when we go down through trees, and also I think I like the whole concept of family and commitment and honor over there,
Mm,
as opposed to America. There's none here. Just few people may have it, but it's not enough for me. And I kind of want to serve my people over there who actually do have that.
yeah.
And also, I think I'll say this. I think the atmosphere will give me even 10 times the confidence I have here. Not saying my confidence isn't good. It is good, but it might be even like superior when I go over there.
Mm,
So, like I said, because where you are and where you go has a huge indicator of how well you will do. Also, if you already have good stuff done about you, it can be further. It can either go up or go down, depending on where you put yourself at.
well, that's my advice. When you said my advice, I'm thinking about it more and more and build it off what you're saying. Um, Also, to make sure that before you go over there, it seems like you're doing, like you know yourself and keep trying to level up um, with emotional control and intellectual control and spiritual control, all that stuff. Um, because finding peace, because we could move to another part of the world. Like for me, like I moved over here, and part of the reason was the same reasons I wanted to find peace and all that. But I've noticed that once I got to a place that's more peaceful than back home, that's when the real unpacking comes into play of like the traumas
The realization,
and all,
yeah,
and yeah, you really get a chance to deal with stuff. So if you're fucked up before in your where your home is, but just because you move to another place, maybe it won't all of a sudden be all good, because you're still bringing the your
the
narrative
baggage
with you, the
from there.
baggage with you.
Yeah.
So the more you can be introspective and see how it relates to your current surroundings at home, the easier it'll be probably to hit the ground running when you go to your new spot. And then also
Oh,
too normally I would say to most of these coomers out there, I would say like, yeah, before you get married, if you want to get married and have kids, make sure you have fun. Sow your royal oats, do all that stuff. Have
you mean get
fun,
it out of your system?
get out of your
That's
system for sure.
I don't
But I
know how
think
long get it out of my
I think
system.
you know that. But like with you, it's like almost, in my opinion, it's almost different because you seem like a pretty serious dude, which is good in a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah, I'm
ways,
a pretty
man.
serious dude, but
So
the
it's
thing
like,
is, it's about controlling myself more often than not. Because the thing
Yeah.
is, I don't want to have to get angry over things like that. And that thing is, I get angry over small things, not big things, because the big things I take care of. That so it's still a work in process. I think
Hmm.
I'm slowly getting better at it. I don't take forever to master it, but I want to make sure I grind it down pretty well.
Yep.
Once I do that, um, I think I'll be
They're
fine.
good. Good.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'll be able to motivate my wife if I ever had her. Because I'm like, I want to make sure she knows like your husband's not down in the dumps. Like, hell no, he's none of that shit. He's he's one of those guys that puts in work, that likes to do work, and also likes to be around his wife, loves smiling around her. She's smiling. Boost her confidence up, of course. And I trust her to be her own person. That's the one thing we don't. I think some men out here don't. A lot of girls trust themselves to be their own person or have their own person. I guess I'm saying is their own personality. Because I told him, I said I don't want a robot. I want a person who has their own personality, of course. And if a personality complements what I have, that's a bonus for me. And I really got. And the thing is, I think I really have to pay attention to that. Because I think if we have some compatibility, that's why I always consider dating and vetting your girl thoroughly that you guys can, even to the point where you can live together. I'm like, all right, dude, you got her. Do what you got to do.
Mm.
Don't wait any longer for somebody to take her. Dead ass. Because you'll never get another
Yeah.
chance like that again.
Well, also too, that's true. But also too, if you build yourself up like you're doing, and you're a man of value, you have a lot of value. Don't She got to recognize that too, as
She
well
has
too.
to.
Yeah, we value our women and whatnot, but like goes both ways, you know. And
Hmm.
for me, I definitely want my wife to be independent in terms like she's intelligent and smart and resilient.
Right.
With that said, though, there's, in my opinion, there's only, well, even almost a fact. I'll just say, go out there. It's like there always, even on a team or a body, there always has to be a head, though. So me as the husband, even though our family's like a body, I'm the head as the man.
You're a
So
dragon.
uh,
She's the head, and you're I mean, no, you're the head, and she's the tail. Got it.
there you go. Okay, I like that. Yeah. So like as the head, um, I have to be assertive and be strategizing. So when I go out in the world, I, I'll be able to, get what we need and foreshadow the things that we need and get rid of the things that aren't working, so our family runs efficiently. So I'm going to be out doing that stuff, and so even though I want my wife to be like, have her own mind per se, I want when I'm gone, not around her and children, to have her own mind, but have me as the have my my foundational way of thinking about the rules and regulations of the world in her, embedded in her mind. So it's like I never left. You know what I'm saying? So those children will know, even though I'm like dad's like slaying it out there in the world, that
Right. He's
that
putting in the
there's
work.
yeah, there's that they're still getting that, his teachings and whatnot through the mom as well.
Right.
So that's why it's really good to like you said, communicate with the wife, but be honest too. Let her know,
Yeah. Don't
let her
lie to
know,
her.
let her know you don't lie to
Sidestep
her,
her.
but also too, like, let her know your boundaries. Let her know the shit that you don't fuck with. That's non-negotiable, and like she can. This sounds harsh, but like a lot of us think that it's like uh, we have to acquiesce to people because we're so afraid to let them go, which is understandable, because you have a bond. But like, there's some things that are non-negotiable. That if they don't
Yes.
understand that, like, fuck it, man.
And
I'm
and
not.
and
I'm
the
not
thing
forcing
is,
you to do something, but if you don't, you
right.
know, you have the choice to stay or go. You know what I'm saying? Because don't forget you're valuable too as a man. Because a lot of times
You
we're
are.
not told that. It's not reinforced. You always hear about the princess and all that stuff, but like we're kings. We're princes. Especially if you deserved it. Especially if you
You know
deserve
what's
that
so
title.
funny? So myself, I don't see myself as a king or as a prince. I see myself as like a freaking swordsman. That's what I see
Okay,
myself as. A Ronin, more often than
Ronan.
a wandering
Yeah.
samurai. Like I have like that. But the difference is I want to be more often than this. I would say I'm a samurai with a purpose.
Hmm.
That's how I see it. Those are the ones that get married. Ronins are just kind of have their own things going for them. but I respect the Ronin in a sense. But I'm more of a
Ronins.
yeah.
You're more of
I'm
a
more,
samurai. You're saying?
as I'm saying, I'm more of a. I would say I would be more of a samurai more often than not
That's,
because because I said if we want to go by like I said, the king. Like I said, technically yes, I am the king in this house because I have to take care of. I have to produce the fruit so everybody gets fed,
yeah, that's your kingdom,
shelter,
the
everything. Yeah, I have
house.
to take care of that. That I agree with.
Yeah,
Now, I could be a samurai outside the world to go
for
slaying
sure.
people that need to go to, that are like in my way to get to the top, so I can help my
Mhm.
family be better. But the thing is, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'll be 100% real with you. All I and I tell my friend this. All I legitimately want is my wife, my kids, me doing all the work I need to do. Retire when I retire. I'm gonna be working from the house still. I'll be working from the house still. I don't have to be out doing things physically,
Mhm.
and so I can spend time with my sons and my wife, so I can just mentor them even more. Have more time for my sons in my life or my daughters, because I want them to know that their dad was there. He wasn't just
Sounds like
working
a good
outside.
life.
He was working. He was there with us too. I don't because the one thing the biggest problem that we have is you spend enough time with your kids, uh, then they tend to you overlook some habits they might have picked up when you weren't watching them. And Grover Reese, I agree with you, bro. He said samurai means to serve. Yes, bro. I was served for the greater good, but the difference is I'm serving to protect my family, to produce for my family. And I tell people I said don't get it twisted, man. I got I'm the high runner in this bitch.
Hmm.
but I like what he said. He says I'm a duck chasing wheat bread. I got you, OJ. That's funny. And he says, Jay, very good analogy. I appreciate that, Grover Reese. Appreciate it, man. Like I said, you gotta really some of these old Japanese sayings hold some true value to me. And it's self-made. To get off the question he asked, so why I would want to go over there.
Made you think with that one, huh?
But he did anything because
Yeah.
and the things that I did want to say, but here's when I lived it out. Bro, I would love to see my wife in a freaking kimono, bro. And I would actually wear the male version of one because hell yeah, I'm gonna rock a grayish type black one out there, my
Okay.
man. And I'm cool with
Hell
that.
yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
You rock that.
If
I'll
I
rock my
bust to me,
Versace robe.
Versace, I can't do no
That
Versace, bro. That's
Ghostface
not my
killer.
thing. I can't do it, bro. I'm gonna be real. I may
Okay.
be American, bro, but I can never rock. I'm not rocking that. I'm not
Hey,
rocking that shit.
that's Italian.
Italian. Hey, listen, I love the Italian mafia, bro. But even that, I'm not Sicilian. I'm not Sicilian or
Macaroni.
Italian, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
hey
so you
man,
get you have
only
the
the OG mobs can rock that.
yeah. Okay, maybe David Little could too. I could too.
Maybe, man, maybe.
So you want to see her in the
Also,
kimono? You said, bro. So you want to see you and your wife. That's the slice of life, the image you have, like your
yeah,
happy place,
yeah, probably in a
walking the
peaceful manner.
kimono. That's dope.
Yeah, definitely. And
They're
actually,
serving
like you
you
said,
tea.
I want to take part in those festivals too. I would definitely go to those festivals. Those are the fun times. I would consider
Yeah.
or a cherry or the cherry blossom thing. I would do that event. Like people
Yeah.
don't understand. There's a lot of shit you can do over there, as opposed to me just staying in my room playing my own damn video game. Be honest. And plus, I like to go out more instead of staying in. I've always been that kind of person. Instead of staying in, I always like to stay out. Because originally I was an introverted, and then I became extroverted. Oh no, he says every great leader serves. The issue is that
Right.
to lead is servitude. No, issue to lead is servitude. Actually, I agree. No, that's facts. And let me know. I know a great kimono manufacturer. Okay, brother, man, I'll get
Hey,
in
there you
contact
go.
with you, man. Thank you, man. Definitely, man. And
Grover's like, I got a
and
guy or a girl. You know the
I got a
Italians say that.
guy.
I got a
I got
guy. I got a kimono guy. His
yeah,
name is
right.
Kevin Ray Wilder. No, I was kidding. I was kidding. No free press. No
Kevin,
free press. Yeah.
Kevin Ray Wow. Funny.
What the fuck? Yeah.
You're a trip. No, but I'm gonna say this, guys. If I do get married, More often than not, if I do get married, it will be I will be wearing traditional Japanese clothes when I do it. Me and my wife.
Yeah.
Normally I just get it over and done with because just to knock it out.
Yeah.
But I would actually get the traditional Japanese wedding ceremony going because I've actually read about each and every one of them, and I would do the traditional one, dead ass, like not even a second thought in my mind.
You know what Grover said right there? You can pronounce that?
Yeah, I can pronounce that. Give me a second. Hold on. Aki Jiu-Jitsu.
There you go.
It was standard attire. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for that information. That helps. Like I said, I'm studying some of this, so it actually helps me understand what you're talking about. So I actually, that's something I didn't know. No, hold on. Kevin Wilder ruined kimonos from. Oh, what the fuck?
OG.
I don't know who Kevin Wilder is, and I don't think I want to know.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
All right.
You don't want to know.
I'm pretending I never saw that comment.
OG is crazy, man. Duck man. Okay. Howard the Duck over there.
Yeah, definitely. And for Blaxican, since like I said, you are still my guest. I guess we have time for a couple more questions, and then anybody who wants to come on, you guys are welcome to come on. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and then we'll talk a little bit, and then I'm gonna end it after that. So Blaxican, I got 2 more questions for you. I was gonna make it 3, but I say screw that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Would you say you've loved what you've achieved so far, right? Would you say that?
Yes, I have loved, definitely loved what I've achieved. Definitely. And matter of fact, I would have never saw myself being where I'm at right now, talking to you on the 4th floor of my house in Taiwan, talking to a good brother in Florida, with all my other friends in the chat, man. Like, I would have never thought with a son. I had my son when I was 40 years old, man.
Oh,
yeah. So
congrats to you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you: is your wife younger than you, or are you the same age?
Oh, she's younger.
Okay.
1 year.
Wait, 1 year younger than you?
1 year younger. Yeah.
Pretty not. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So she was up there when she had little Benny the butcher. Yeah. So that's another story in itself, man. That was
No, I got you.
It was an interesting like Benny the Butcher. Yeah. Having a son that late in life made me really wow, man. I guess appreciate it in a lot of ways. Definitely, because it's for some of us, it's not that easy to have children. So while some people can just pop them out, some other people it takes a little longer.
Yeah.
And even with the and even once you have the child and you're blessed, from God is the greatest. Like you as an older guy, dude, it takes a lot of fucking energy wrangling like work, bro. Like this guy is a little mogger, a little like a super athlete guy, always running around doing all this crazy stuff, even doing art and all this stuff. Like has a slick mouth, very independent, a good boy at that, but he can be a little shit sometimes. And like you're older, it's not that I'm an old man or anything, but it's like, dog,
I'm an old man.
I get tired, man. Sometimes I'm not complaining. It's a blessing, but damn, yeah.
That's what having a kid comes with too. And even I know that's going to be like a negative aspect for me, but it's not going to be so negative that I'm like, oh, I wish I never had kids. I'm not going to say that shit. This is what I signed up for. I already knew.
Yeah. No, for sure.
You, yeah. But you're a little freaking rocker. You're a fucking little Alvin and Chipmunks right now on some shit.
Yeah, little gremlin. Not Gizmo. Not cute.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, he's actually out of school right now, man. Like his school shut down because of the the juice, whatever call it, the Resident Evil stuff going on. Yeah.
To my man Anton Christopher, thanks for being here, bro. I'm doing fine. Blessings to you, brother. Keep up that art down there, and I can't wait to have you back on for a panel where we all talk about anime. I definitely will like to have you on, brother. You keep doing what you're doing, and keep being that artist. Arigato. Where the rabbit hole ends, I appreciate your comment, man. Make sure y'all smash like that button. I appreciate y'all your likes. It makes the video even better, and also makes people want to come and watch it even more. Now, self-made, yo, man, I think you and self-made are like the best friends ever. Like, have some in war. He
Yeah,
said,
man.
"Liar, she's 25."
I can't. Nah, man. Like I can't stand self-made. Actually, man, he's like a freaking. I guess he's from like the south side of Chicago or something like that. Like where Chief Keef and them are from. But nah, man. Yeah, he's like one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest fucking marketers, DJs, international DJs, and like just a fucking amazing guy. This one of the he introduced me to all you guys, most of all you guys. Like I already knew
I mean,
Caduceus, already knew Caduceus, bro. But like self-made put it all together, and like I'm really thankful to know him, and but I can't stand him though. At the same time,
yo, we have a love-hate relationship. That's what it is. It's a love-hate relationship. That's what it is.
No, I'll just say this one time, and after that, it's K Fabi. No, I love him, definitely love him, but this is the last time you hear me say it. No, nah, I'm doing that wrestling K Fabi stuff right now.
No, I
But
got
nah,
you, man. I feel you.
yeah, I can't stand self-made, bro. She sounds 25, bro. My wife. Yeah, man.
I'll be
She,
honest. I think yo,
when she
the
talks,
younger, yeah, you sound young to me too. You actually sound
mhm,
30 to me. You
yeah,
do
man.
sound 30 to me. Yeah.
Oh wow,
So
that's
you
a
got some good
compliment.
genes, man. God
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, man.
People
Uh,
say I look 21.
apple bottom
So I'm
jeans.
like,
No, I was
that's
kidding.
wild.
You look, yeah, you sound, you do look like you're like damn near 23 or something like that.
I promise you guys,
The
to
golden
everybody who's
age.
listening to me, I don't know what it is. Every time I sound on how I sound on the phone or on the mic, that's not how I sound in real life. I promise me, if you hear my actual voice, because this doesn't pick up my real voice at all,
Yeah.
y'all be like,
Mhm.
yo, who the fuck is that speaking on the freaking internet, dude? Doesn't sound anything like you. My friends, my brothers all know I don't sound like this. I'm like, dude, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
And people, if y'all ever hung out with me for a day, you'll be like, you don't sound anything like how you do online. I'm like, dude, I know I don't. Like,
Mhm.
I was actually, I'll be self-conscious about this. One of the reasons I didn't want to do YouTube, well, I was afraid to do YouTube, was because because the mics never picked up my voice. I don't know why.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that was a big problem and an issue for me. I'm like, dude, I don't sound like how I sound. And I don't mean like as like a confidence thing. I'm talking about like actual voice.
How you sound? Yeah, you're not used to
Because
hearing it.
my voice sounds squeaky for some reason. I'm like, I'm not sound like a little ass kid. I'm not a little
It
ass kid. God damn it. The
no,
fuck?
it don't sound squeaky. Maybe it sounds
Uh,
like you even
okay,
cooler. It
okay.
sounds like maybe you were smoking on some Marlboro Reds or something. Actually, just a
I
little.
don't even smoke. I
Oh
don't even
wow,
smoke.
that's a good
That's the
thing for
crazy part. I
radio.
don't even
A
smoke.
good radio voice. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
do I need to in order to get to make my voice deeper?
I don't know. What did
I
you
don't want
say?
to.
Is what's self saying is it's your mic
No, laugh out loud. Same
EQ.
here, Blaxican, laugh out loud. And he says, say
Yeah.
it slower, bro.
Okay.
It's your mic. My what? EQ?
EQ.
Equality?
Uh,
Equalizer?
yeah. I don't know if he's talking to you or to me,
I think it
but
means me. He's
okay.
talking to me. I think he's talking to me.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's
He is
talking
a
to me,
sound
man.
guy. Yeah, but
Wait,
I'll
hold on.
talk slower to.
How do I sound now, guys? Do I sound
Sounds
better
good.
or terrible?
It sounds like your radio maxing right there, the radio voice right there.
Guys, I don't have a
NPR.
Yeti, so you got to help me how to fix this shit.
Oh, to
But
Jay, he says.
yeah, I think he
Okay.
means to me. Yeah, he said to Jay, take high and mids down. Okay.
Yeah, but I
I
do just to finish up on the question you asked me, like I am. What did you say? You asked me if am I surprised where I'm at now or something like that, or am I happy with it basically, right? Do I
How
love
do I
it?
sound
I
now?
love it. Good.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
You said
I said, are you happy with it? And I would say, because
I,
I knew you answered that, and I think the last
I wasn't
question
done
I
yet.
have. Oh, you weren't done yet? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Like you said, I got a lot to say. So talk about.
Go
No,
ahead.
I just finished it with this caveat. I am happy where I love where I'm at right now. I never thought I would be here because like I literally I'm not like you in a sense like I wasn't in love with the culture of Taiwan or China or whatever. Like
Mhm.
I mean, as a kid, I like kung fu movies, right? Mm, but I would watch these kung fu movies, but I would be like them, but I would like, fuck, I would never want to live there. Type of, what it looks like in there. I don't know why, but maybe because it was different or whatever. And then, and then as I got older, I got introduced to Wu Tang Clan, so I got more into a little bit more into Asian culture, or whatever. But like, I was never one to actually like study their culture, even though I love world culture and history. I wouldn't really study their culture per se, the Asian culture. And it just happened to be that like I met a girl that I really was into that happened to be Taiwanese, and that was it, you know. And and so with that said, like I never thought I would be here, but I love it, and I'm also prepared and ready to do even more cool things and more adventures, and keep rising to the top. So I'm not
Okay.
complacent. Yeah,
You say you're not complacent?
no, no, I don't want to be
Okay,
stagnated.
cool.
It's not a good look for a Taurus.
Oh my God, back to the zodiac. Here we go.
Well, that's what I'm passionate about too. That's one of the things I'm passionate about.
Okay.
Because all the zodiac is
No,
personality and
person,
whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah,
Me, I have two personalities based on Jim. I'm based on
Gemini. Yeah.
June. I'm a Gemini, so I have an angry side and then I have a chill side. How I see it,
Mm,
which is technically me. So I guess beast mode and then chill mode is how I
okay.
pretty much describe it. More
Like
often than
pot.
not, it's a ways to convert it. Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely.
Two
Um,
sides.
yeah, definitely. Guys, the link is in the chat if you guys want to come in. Because like I said, we're gonna be on for 30 minutes and then we're gonna end it. And if you have any questions for me or if my man Blackskin here, welcome to answer any of them.
Mm,
But but Blackskin, since people like I said, since I wait for people to come on in, because guys, I gotta work tomorrow. But
hmm.
I would say Blackskin, is there anything in Taiwan? Like, do you have any delicacies of food over there that you like?
Yes, yes. I like G pie, which is like chicken, a chicken, what you call it, uh, chicken breast, that with that's deep fried. Um, G is chicken. I guess a pie is like the fried version of it. So G pie is very popular because
Right,
fried foods and stall foods, street food culture is really big here. I like that. I like zabing, which is like a Taiwanese pastry, breakfast toast kind of thingy. Shit, I like oolong tea. You're talking about tea?
oolong tea.
I
I
love
fuck with that.
oolong tea. It's one of my favorites. Really good. Tastes like a pear to me, like a brown pear. That's the
Yeah,
only
it
thing I
does
can
actually
think
taste
about.
like a pear. When I had oolong
Yeah,
tea, I drank it for the first
yeah.
time. It did taste like pear to me, and I love
Hmm.
pears, by the way.
Yeah, pears are
Delicious as
great.
fuck.
Yeah, and with me here living here because it's so close to Japan, and also because of the colonial influence of Japan, because
Hmm.
Taiwan was a colony of Japan. It's very much uh, infused with Japanese culture. So like sushi's big right here, and like I love going to Sushi Roll, this famous sushi boat place. Where the sushi comes out on the
Yeah.
little conveyor
Uh,
belt. Like I love
Maribel.
sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like curry, katsu curry, Japanese chicken, breaded chicken curry called katsu. All right. So, I
Nice.
mean, yeah, I like a lot of the foods here. I miss American though, cause like I'm fucking. I was raised on Mexican food, bro, and like they didn't have Mexican food. They don't have any good Mexican food out here, so I had to start my own business. So that's when I started my restaurant. I started at the night market here, which is like a kind of like a food market, kind of like a swap meet meets a carnival. And I used to sell food there, like nachos and ochata, which is like rice milk,
Ochaka,
sugar,
yeah, I know Ochaka. Yeah.
ochata, and nachos and brownies and taco salad, taco rice, which is like a Japanese Mexican thing. Uh, so yeah, so I made my own Mexican food. I started a business like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, so because I miss my Mexican food so much. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to this man for making his own freaking restaurant shit. That's what I respect, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
tell
have
man,
to, you know,
we
you
can
got
really
to, man.
pride on making our own shit. I can definitely tell you that.
Yeah. They got to have multiple streams of income, man. Like I also teach out here too. I teach English, conversational English, to people, professionals, and also like the children. And yeah, you always got to have something going on. Yeah.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Bro, if I could be like a person that works out that shows people do different exercises, or a trainer some sets of Japan, and then I just freaking if I go from what I'm doing here to doing over there, and then I'm doing good over there, and I'm just like, bro, I'm I'm lax and chill, like, dude, I'd be fine.
Yeah. It'll be good. They'll like you. If you want to be a trainer, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once I
man.
get my license and shit and everything. If I were
Yeah,
to do it, as if I were to do it, yeah.
you do really good. And the key is to get your license and also know the language. And like as a trainer, they're gonna love you, man. They're gonna be like, "Oh, who is that?" And they're gonna probably think you're like some movie star or something. Call you some whoever the popular movie star as you're
Don't call
training
me a
them.
movie star, yo.
No, they do that. They do that,
I
man.
think they do that. They do that in Japan, I know, but the thing
They
is,
call
like I
me
said, I'm
they call me the Rock before, or Vin Diesel. Like it's like, come on, man.
stereotype.
Yeah, but hey, they don't
Korea.
mean anything bad by it. That's
Yeah,
their
no,
way of giving me a compliment, I
they
guess.
don't. They don't. Trust me, I got a person in
Yeah,
Japan. It's like I got two friends who
yeah,
are actually Japanese in Japan that I talk to a little bit
yeah,
in Japanese, and they say that like they do that, like yeah. But since they've been to America, they already kind of know a
yeah.
lot.
They
You know,
know
some
what's
of the
up.
people from America, yeah, they already know what's up. But it's like, yo, they'll name you Shaq, Mike. I'm like, because I'm bald headed and shit, and I'm like muscular, like I'm freaking
Shaq.
Michael Jordan. I'm not that. I'm not Shaq tall. There's no way. I'm not his tall.
It's
I want to
Air
get Ronnie with
Takashi. Air
yeah, right.
Takashi.
There's a Takashi. He must be crazy. But
Yeah,
yeah, he says I hope they fry super spicy chicken with sauce. That's crazy.
yeah. They like
Is
their
it?
hot sauce here. There's actually a really good fried chicken place. It's called Fat Daddy's. It translates to Fat Daddy's, and it's like American fried chicken, and uh, it's really good. Yeah, it's better
Fat
than Kentucky Fried
Daddy.
Chicken even.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good. It's called Fat
Wow.
Daddy's.
Yo, I got
Yeah,
roommates sleeping right now. I can't laugh that loud. That's funny as hell, bro.
yeah. And then
Fat Daddy.
interesting enough, when my son was born, because when the kids are born here, if you get born in the hospital, there's also a extended care thing that the women do where they stay in like a hotel for mothers that had the baby, like for like
Yeah.
3-4 weeks, and they get help with the baby. So the place where my wife was staying with the baby, right next to it there's a Fat Daddy's, and it was the first time I ever went there was the day my son was born.
Fat Daddies.
So I became a daddy and I ate Fat Daddies. Yeah. So crazy, stupid. I hope that's not a synchronicity.
I'm gonna utilize that man. Fat Daddies.
Yeah.
Funny
I'll send you the logo, Jay. I'll send you the
All
logo.
right, go ahead. You can send me on Instagram, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Just DM me, bro. That's funny. I ain't never heard of nothing called. Yo,
That's crazy.
that's funny as hell.
It's pretty filthy.
Fat Daddies. Why give it that name?
I don't know, man. They're pretty upfront here.
Nah. They're not front. They're direct as hell.
Yeah.
They don't care that
Yeah.
nobody.
Maybe they wouldn't do that in Japan, but Taiwan, they got the Japanese influence, but they still got the Han Chinese big time.
Okay, I got
They
you.
call you out.
And let me ask you: is there like any particular events that you go to that they held in Taiwan?
They're strictly Taiwanese.
Yeah.
I've been to some cool things that are like every like 12, and then every 4 years they have this because Taiwan is most of the people here are a combination of Taoist, Buddhist, and local folk religions. So they have this like kind of Buddhist type, but it's like kind of magical. They do these weird rituals and stuff. And one of the rituals that I really thought was different is like in this one city called Maoli, they have a big ship, a wooden ship that they build, and they put offerings and stuff and paper around it, and every 12 years they put it in the field and they burn it, right? And as it's burning down, everyone walks around. Everyone in the city, they walk around it to get, I don't know, to get maybe to start to represent like starting anew, burning your old negative shit and starting anew. So you walk around this burning ship that's hella hot, and it happens during the summer where it's really hot. So that was pretty cool doing that, you know. So that was cool. And then every year they have the Chinese. We won't say Chinese. We're in Taiwan. We say Lunar New Year. You know, Chinese New Year. We call it Lunar New Year. And during that holiday, it's like Christmas here, and you go visit your family and stuff. So we have family all around the island. So we do that. That's kind of cool.
I like that.
Because that's part of the reason why I'm staying here too, is so my son can, you know, at least when he's younger, grow up with his cousins and aunties and uncles and stuff here, you know. And then when he gets a little older, he can go meet the other cousin. No, when I say my family, I'm talking about like that one I married into.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, she married into my family, but yeah, her family. Yeah.
I would like it when that happens with me. You know, I get to meet her family. They're part of my family, and also talk about Japanese things and Japanese stuff.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Her family's cool, man. Her mother had like 7 brothers, and she was the only daughter. So we have 7 uncles. Yeah. And then her dad has a lot of brothers and sisters too. Yeah. She got spoiled, her mom.
Oh,
that's one of the reasons. Yeah, because she was the only girl. Because the mother always wanted a girl, so she kept trying to have a girl, and she didn't have brothers.
Wow.
Only have sons. So finally, she was the second to last kid to be born. Right? Yeah. So
that is a wow.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why we came out here too. Is 1, to start something new, try something new, and 2, to help her mom too, because she was sick. She had some heart stuff going on, and like helped her out. And she passed away a couple years ago. And the day she passed away, it's interesting. It was the day we found out my wife was pregnant with my son.
Wow. First of all, my condolences for the loss of your mother-in-law, man. And also,
man.
Like I said, more respect to your son, your wife, and you know, to all your endeavors that you did, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Wish you here. Like I said, I hope I can take some of your story, apply it to me, and put it in the work and actually get myself over there at least before I croak over.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah,
you got me in your corner. I'm pulling for you, bro. I'm really proud of you, man. And you're excellent. You're excellent, man.
I appreciate it, man. And the thing is, and I tell everybody, guys, don't ever hype me up. I'm just, like I said, I'm just a guy that loves this stuff. And I just
it is what it is, man.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. I do agree with you, but the thing is, I'm like some high value dude. I'm not a rich dude. I'm a guy that does delivery. I'm a guy that helps other people when they need help, and also I'm a guy that loves to do this stuff, and that's working, and it's planning on working really hard to get over to Japan. Please believe that I am doing that. And the thing is, talking to these guys have motivated me even further to go seek out what I need to go do. Instead of stressing myself out and actually worrying about this, and that. I already know what I got to take care of. And it's very simple. Like I said, in this world, you got to make sacrifices. And also, hey, man, if that means, I tell them this, if that means less of watching something in order to get better, I will do that. Dead ass. Like people, I will put in dedication and work. As long as I can get my damn sleep. That's all I care. Once I'm done studying, I care about my damn sleep. That's all I care about, because I love sleeping. Not lazy, not loafing about, but I love getting my full on sleep. That way the next day will be good, full of doing the activities that I didn't knock out. So all in all, guys, don't worry, the stream is still gonna go on. And I guess me and Blaxican are really just gonna chat it up. If anybody wants to come on to chat it up with us, please come on up, guys. We got
come on, somebody come up.
Yeah, we got like 17 minutes left. Yeah, we got it's like 11:16 over here. We got 17 minutes.
It's my day off. Ugh.
Yeah, my
People
day off.
There's no day off, but nigga, I got one day off.
All I have is one day off this week. Yeah. And that's Thursday for when I do my top 30 waifus with my little brother. We're gonna freaking be doing that together on the stream. Talk about 30. I have to go through my list tomorrow. At least I have a day to go through my 30 through 20, and then decide who I'm gonna have for my 20 to 10, and then I already know what my 10 through 1 will be. Because that's gonna be a fun day. if anybody wants to join that. And I've always said, guys, if you have a 30 list for your anime girls, just come on up. I'll type it in the Excel. We'll get your list out there, and then tell us where you put them at. And we're gonna, like I said, we'll just have some fun and just vibe and chill. But yeah, guys, come on up. I got the link in the chat right here if you want to. But well, guys, can I thank you for being here? Thanks for talking, man. I appreciate you hearing a little bit of your story, hearing about what you love to do, and actually just getting to know more about you. I'm more happy enough you got your family, that you worked hard for you worked your ass off hard to get the woman you got and to get the kid that you got. So, I call those miracles in the work. And I call that hard work miracles is what I call that. So, like I say, you're doing great. Work. And keep doing what's working for you. If it's been working, don't change it. Like I said, it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's true.
Tweak it. Yeah.
It can always be better, though.
Yeah, exactly. I know it could be better too, but I tell people don't even tweak it, bro. If it's been working for you, let it work for you.
Yeah.
Of course, keep doing the hard work that makes you until you retire in the old age. And then after that, man, you can relax. All you got to do is housework and help your lady out whenever she needs help, and you're good to go.
Yeah, man. And also, like,
I will be doing a lot of that when I retire. I know that, but I'd be a lot less hourly.
Right. She's gonna help me what I need to do too, as well.
Definitely.
Help me as well, and I got my things I like to do too. Like I love to work out, man. I love the combat sports. I love making these videos. That's one of my big passions, man. Yeah. And when I used to work, because I'm a guy that used to work at you said you're just a driver. I was just a fucking guy that worked at a grocery store. That I built myself up. Yeah. And like the whole time it would get me through my shift was like, I want to make videos. I want to make videos, right? So I make videos and stuff. I send them to the cable company, the public access company, and they play them in the Bay Area, And then once my son got born, I stopped making them. But like recently, I got motivated by all the people in our crew to start making them again. So I really love doing that. Really passionate about that. Trying to get better and better.
Yeah, listen, once you do something you really love, that feeling never goes away. It's a good feeling. Yeah. I wouldn't trade it for being angry. Dead ass, man.
Yeah.
It takes more energy to be angry than it is to feel good about something.
Right.
It grows naturally.
Absolutely. Primal Studies, what's up, man? Showing up at the tail end, huh?
How's
it going? What's up, brother?
How you doing, Primal?
Yo, his dogs remind me of my dogs. Come up here for a second. Let's talk about dogs or whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I got these Taiwanese dogs, these Formosan mountain dogs. That's what they're called out here.
Nice.
Formosan, because Formosan is what they used to call Taiwan, the island of
Taiwan.
Everybody,
man. I remember, man. He has Cajuns, okay?
Cajuns, okay. All right. They look pretty cool. Yeah, those Cajuns.
Now those would be tight and wild too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. God, there we go. He says, okay, I can come up for a minute. Oh yeah.
Okay,
just come up for a minute. Primal.
Well, he says 2 shepherds, huh?
Yeah, he has 2.
Yeah, he has 2 German shepherds. Mm-hmm. Cool. Self-made, where you at, man? One's black.
Self-made is chilling, bro.
What?
He's just chilling.
Primal said he got 1 black, 1 white. Yeah, I've seen him on the Instagram.
Yeah, 1 black. I've seen him.
Like yin and yang. Yeah.
Yin and yang.
Yeah, the black and the white. Yeah, that's why my first 2 dogs were like that. 1 was black, 1 was white. My Neo and Trinity. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have a black and white horse. That'd be dope.
A horse? Wow, that's
it's a
pretty epic animal.
Pretty epic.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
Because bro, I see horses every day where I deliver at, bro. They're everywhere. It's not even like where now. Somebody has actually has them in a front yard. I was like, West Wild.
Mhm.
I'm talking about not even in a cage or part of the acre of land. It's like in their front yard. It's freaking wild. All
Wow.
three. Yeah, dude, very wild.
Oh, you said you used to play Smash Brothers. Like my game was GTA. That's play that game
Oh, GTA?
too much. Too much, man.
Oh, you played it too much?
I played it so much that when I would get in the car, I'd be like
Uh-huh.
it felt like it was first person perspective driving. Still playing that game, man. Yeah.
Yo, man, first person freaking perspective, yo.
Yeah. Ever tripped out? That's how life is, kind of, man. First person perspective, right here. People are like, "Duh, no shit," but like, yeah. I saw this one movie, right? I saw this one movie. It's called Enter the Void. It takes place in Japan. It's about a foreigner that moves to Japan, and he ends up getting killed. And it shows how his soul transitions to the other side, and then it gets to the other world. Yeah, and it gets to a point where he starts experiencing his life, past memories, but instead of seeing it in the first person, he's seeing it from the third person point of view. Behind him, the camera's behind him and stuff. So like as I'm talking to you, Prime, what's up, Primal? So
man.
So if I'm talking to you two right now, it'd be like if there's this whole time I'm talking to you, my life is being filmed, from behind me, like God mode, I guess you could say. So when you pass transition, maybe you get to watch everything that was going on from a different perspective. So, yeah.
So what's up with you two fine gentlemen tonight?
What's up? I can't hear you too good.
Oh, hold on.
No. But we can hear you. Just
a
little bit.
Maybe
good to go.
There you go.
Good. You sound
better now.
Perfect.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not in my. I'm on the road right now, so I don't have all my normal stuff with me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what y'all going on about tonight? Appreciate you.
Oh no, man! I was just interviewing Blaxican today, and because he's a man, he's a brother that's in Taiwan, and he's married to a Taiwanese woman, and he has his first son, literally. And I'm like, I wanted to hear his experience, his experiences with marriage, his life, and his achievements, and I get hear really motivational things. Nothing that was negative. He didn't drag nobody's name through in the mud like other people did. He's just being a father, being a person, being a man, and just freaking talking about his life experience. So like that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, man, winning the game. I love to hear success stories, right? And
me too.
Yeah, and not everybody out there has a success story. So when you do get to hear success stories, soak that in, right? So
right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this man has motivated me to work twice as hard now, even now.
Yeah, and also too it is definitely a success story. However, it gets dirty sometimes, man. There's a lot of ups and downs, man. Especially when I was telling Jay and the rest of the guys, yeah, it'll be 10 years in December, and there gets a point I talked to my other friends about this that have been married, where some people say it's the 5th year, the 7th year, or maybe even the 1st year. Like there comes a point where like it's like it's existential moment when you really look at something happens where you get to look at your relationship for what it is, and depending on how you react to that, it can be the end of it, or it can be like a tough change of perspective, but you can able to move on and make you stronger. So yeah, I would say it's like perfect. However, it's definitely interesting. And I'm happy where I'm at.
Yeah, I hear a lot of talk about the 7-year itch and that kind of theory of people kind of settle into things and maybe it wasn't what you thought it would be, and how do you pivot with your new role if you're a parent now versus what you were before, and life changes a lot, especially in 5 years, 10 years. Like you have people in your life that are maybe no part, like you have parents that maybe I hate to say it, but like we have parents that pass away, or other people that aren't part of your life, or you move for a job, or you go across country, or there's a lot of huge impactful changes that can go throughout your life. So your relationship will take on a lot of those challenges, right? And some people, what do they say? Like you grow together or you grow apart. You're going to grow one way or another, right? And some relationships grow apart, and sometimes that's what happens. And I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong, but that's just kind of what happens sometimes. And then other relationships, you either grow together or you grow apart. Like, and that's evolution of life. So but when people grow together, it's a beautiful thing. And like, I think sometimes we have, in some of these spaces, we talk about kind of like the fantasy, right? And I think a lot of people have this fantasy built up in their mind of what everyday married life with kids might look like. And it's not the movie that you watch on the Disney Channel. No,
it's not the Parent Trap.
Yeah, there's gonna be amazing parts of it, right? There's gonna be amazing parts of it, but the parts they don't show are some of the sucky parts. Like there's the hey, who changed the diaper last? It's 2:45 in the morning, and I don't want to get up this time. Like that's the part of like being in a marriage or having a kid that people don't talk about a lot. Is those are the not sexy, sucky parts, and depending on the person you're rolling with,
pain in the ass moments.
That could be a very painful experience for you. So,
I wouldn't say painful, just like frustrating. Like it'd be frustrating.
Depending on the person, right? Because if you're dealing with somebody that maybe you're not on the same team, that can be a very painful experience. Yeah,
okay. Like in terms of that,
yeah. But it's beautiful when you are on the same team, and when marriage and that stuff works out, I'm the biggest proponent of it. But also, there's a lot of times where it doesn't work out, and that's not a great situation often. So
right. That's a good point, Primal. Primal fucking coming with the heat, bro, as usual. Like,
you know what? I got a little gray. I got a little less hair on my head, and I got a little gray in my beard. So I've seen a thing or two and been around a thing or two. So
if age comes wisdom.
Yeah. If that's the case, me and you are brothers, bro. I'm about to be 45 in November, so 44 right now.
Man. See, that's
yeah, but it's fuck, man. You said a lot of good things. It's true. It's true. It's like, how do I add on that? But that was pretty base.
Pretty spot on for the most part. Yeah.
I mean, life is crazy, life is messy, but life is also beautiful. So you gotta pick your path, and like no matter what you do, there's gonna be messy parts to your life, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta pick your hard, right? Like let's take I'm a fitness guy, right? So it's hard getting up at 5 a.m. to go work out, but it's also hard to live your life as a not physically fit person, right? You got to pick your hard. Like there's going to be something hard. Pick your hard. So, and sometimes that's the relationship. Like there's going to be parts of a relationship or a marriage that it's hard, but it's also going to be hard to end that relationship and maybe start a new relationship. So you got to pick your hard sometimes. So
you're right. Because tomorrow I gotta even though I didn't work out today because I worked out the day before prior. So I'm gonna go back to the gym after work.
Don't let me make you feel guilty.
No, you're not making me feel guilty. I keep making myself feel guilty if I don't go. So I gotta go tomorrow as soon as I get off of work.
Yeah,
and then just put it in the work. And plus I had the day off tomorrow. So the day after I do the workout. So I got to feel bad for it, bro. I'm gonna be healing that day.
Good. Because I was gonna say there's all things I'm a very big proponent of all things balance in your life, right? Like like it's great to exercise and get in good shape and work hard and do all those things, but there's also times to take a day off too. Like that's part of the balance, right? So
because if you do, like I know so many guys that
burn out,
who never just burn out, like they kill themselves from overworking themselves to death, and I'm just like, and it's not fun. It's just like there's been so many movies and stories on it where it happens in real life, and it's like, I don't want to go out like that, like being a workaholic till I go and put myself in the grave. I want to be able to have a balance of each one. You got to know when to really have fun, even though you're an adult. You got to learn how to kick back and like I said this, if you've enjoyed certain pleasures in your life, then optimism is not overrated. That's what I say.
I'm the eternal optimist. I feel that. So let me ask real quick, and you probably went over this, but how long have you been in Taiwan now? Would you say?
I've been here 6 years.
Okay, And do
6
you
years, yeah.
occasionally come back to the States, or you pretty much been there?
No, I don't come back very often. The last time I was back in America was 2018 Christmas,
Okay.
and that was after living there for 3 years. Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, I haven't come back. Yeah.
So can I ask, and again, if I'm like repeating questions, I
That's good.
apologize, but what if you had to say, and this might be, I don't want to put you on the spot too much, but what's the maybe the biggest thing you miss about living in America, and what's the biggest thing you don't miss about living in America? How about that?
Good question.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I miss is, on a visceral level, up top, we were talking about earlier, Mexican food, my Mexican food.
Yeah,
like
man.
I grew up on Blaxican.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's so bad that the nearest, before I opened up my restaurant here, the nearest restaurant, Mexican food restaurant, was run by a Filipino lady. And no disrespect to her. I mean, it's not like, you don't have to be Mexican to make a good Mexican food place, but like, it just wasn't very good.
Like, I'll keep it 100. The best Mexican food I ever had when I was living in El Paso, Texas, right? Because I felt like that's pretty much right in Mexico.
For sure.
And that was some of the best, like that's the best Mexican food I ever had. There's just something authentic about it. And if you're from that place or have that background, then I think there's just a little something that is more than just the ingredients, right? There's
culture.
Yeah.
It's soul food. Every culture has soul food. I don't care if you're Irish, Russian, Taiwanese, fucking from Mississippi. Like the soul is something about when you have that in your blood, So I miss. I remember you said something similar about you like the when you on Poppy Blanco's stream interview, you were talking about the Colombian food. I think you had.
Yeah, when I was down in Orlando a few weeks ago, that was legit, man.
Right. See, real Colombians right there. And like, so I miss my Mexican food, right? But really, the most thing I miss is probably my family and my friends, my brothers, like my good friends, my
Do
boys,
they come
right?
and see you ever?
No, no.
It's a big trip. Yeah.
It's a big trip. My oldest friend, Brian the Marine, he was gonna come visit me fucking before this shit storm happened. Right. But stuff happens, right? He didn't come, but other than that, no one has really come over here. My wife has had one friend come over and visit, but my friends, no. So I miss them. But one interesting thing is, like, moving here has actually made me closer to my inner circle more, because we talk more than I ever did when I was living there, when they were only like a half hour away or 15 minutes away. I talk to them a lot more now on the phone and stuff. So
it's hilarious. I shouldn't say it's hilarious, but I'll hear that story often of, hey, you lived far enough away from people. Let's say you were like 20 or 30 minutes away from them, where in your mind you're like, oh, that's no big deal. I'll go see them all the time. And then you just don't. You just don't.
Yeah.
And then some of the people that live on the other side of the country or even farther away, you like take the time to FaceTime them or call them or whatever. You do it more often almost because you feel like, oh, to stay connected with them, I have to do it. So you end up talking to them more. I've seen that phenomenon time and time again. Yeah,
that's how definitely what played out. And one thing I don't miss is because I'm from San Jose, but like when I got married, one of the few places that was like in my budget for housing was like basically in the worst neighborhood, one of the worst neighborhoods in the Northern California, in deep East Oakland, right? So I stayed there, and it had like, it was a lot of stuff was happening, a lot of novelty, a lot of different situations and stuff. Met some cool people, but bro, it's one of the most stressful times I ever experienced in my life. Sure. Living there, right? It's pretty violent, and so I don't miss stuff like that about America. Because I can go to the park here and like walk my dogs at midnight and nobody's messing with me, or I don't have to look over my shoulder per se. I'm still aware of the situation for sure, but it's like nearly not like America.
It's a different
parts
level.
Of America. Yeah. It's a different level. Yeah. So,
and I guess let me ask. I feel like I'm re-interviewing you now.
No, this is great.
I'm just a curious person by nature.
Go for it.
So you talked about the cost of living where you were in California, right? How did Taiwan compare to that? Did you feel like, man, I'm like doing really well now compared to if you were in California there?
Yeah, absolutely. Like one thing is if you live in California, especially in Silicon Valley, where I'm from, y- you're gonna make depending on what you do, for the most part, you're gonna make a good chunk of money compared to the rest of the country, like
Right.
gross wise. However, it doesn't go very far.
The cost of
The
living,
cost of
yeah.
living is very high, so it doesn't go very far. So you're busting your ass, I mean, both my
Mhm.
wife and me, and we really don't have time to. First of all, you don't have time to enjoy it because you're working so much, and then two, your money doesn't go very far. It's hard to save,
Yeah.
and so, but here, for example, the money goes 30 to 1, 30
Okay.
Taiwanese dollars to $1 American.
Mhm.
Um, so it's definitely better in terms of cost of living.
Mhm.
However, the housing market is pretty much at this point is almost the same as America.
Just
Um,
huge demand and low
it's
supply.
huge.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, we're so lucky enough to have our own house already here,
Mhm.
so that's not a problem. But it's like, wow, man, it's crazy how the prices have just gone up here.
Mhm.
You know,
Were restrictions super heavy, or was it fairly light, or what was that experience like over there for you, in terms
the,
of the whole world shutting down and yeah?
yeah, the first 2 years was first year and a half was almost business as usual. While you
Okay.
guys were, wearing masking up everywhere and lockdowns and no school, remote working, like this is pretty much business as usual. The only difference is that because it's already a mask culture, people wear masks already because of the SARS back in the day they had.
Yeah.
So that wasn't too much different, but in contact tracing when you go into stores and stuff, that was
Okay.
the only difference. But this, especially the last 2 months, like the cases have gone way up,
Okay.
just tremendously up. That like, and then like the health department's freaking out, so they're closing schools left and right, and yeah, it's just becoming
More strict. Yeah.
more strict,
Yeah.
especially lately. Like I haven't, dude. It's for 2 years they make people wear a mask outside, even if you're exercising.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't. I mean, that's the mandate. Yeah, the only
Right.
time you don't have to wear it is if you're like playing basketball or running or doing exercise per
Mhm.
se. But
That's
even then, I
crazy.
see people still wear it. But
Yeah, that's tough. You ever run with a mask on? Woo, that's tough.
yeah, it's not fun. It's
Yeah.
not the business. Yeah, yeah.
So
So
I
it's,
guess it makes me want to ask the other part of so when you move there, do you like how does that even work? Do you get like a work visa or do you like apply for citizenship or how does that work? Because I'm assuming you still have your American citizenship. So like
yeah.
how does that process work?
Well, yeah, yeah. I still have my American citizenship, and like for a breakdown of this, like I did a video 2 weeks ago about this, about
Oh,
how
nice.
to
Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah.
on Blaxican in Taiwan, how to extend your stay here, and like pretty much like most people, what they do is, if you say they go around as a teacher, right? You apply for a job when you're here in America, for example, and then you get accepted or whatever, and then you get a visa, you get a work visa, right?
Nice.
And then once you get the visa, you fly out there, right? And start
Mhm.
working. You have 90 days from that point to get your ARC, which is like your alien residence card, which is
Okay.
which is a green card,
Okay.
right? So after you do that, after you're there, and you have 90 days, 3 months to get your ARC. So
Hmm.
you do that with like a physical and like proof that you're working,
Hmm.
and then that's good for 3 years, and you get to
Okay.
renew it every year. Or you can marry someone that's Taiwanese and
And
get a marriage visa.
does that where
Yeah,
you fall into that
that's where I'm
category?
coming from. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of cool because I got more freedom, and people say you're married, but it's freedom, right? No, but
Yeah.
like in terms of visa wise, like if you get the work visa, you're kind of bound to your company
Because what
for
if
a
you wanted
couple
to be an
years.
entrepreneur, right? Like, what if you, like you said, open your own restaurant? Is that an option, or do you have to work for somebody else?
That's a good question, man. That's shit. I might have to do a video about that. Like that's a good question. I would think that you would have to at least work for your company for the first year or two
Mhm.
before you
Because
can
they're kind of like
reapply.
assuming responsibility almost for you, right?
Exactly.
Like,
They're
yeah,
vouching for you. Yeah, they're
yeah.
vouching for
But
you.
if you wanted to open your
For
own
your work
business,
ethic.
yeah,
Yeah.
then what, right? Yeah.
You could probably but technically you could probably, if you got hustle, you can probably do both, because you don't
Mhm.
need a business. You don't need any like a foreigner can open up a business like it's nothing here, right? You pay taxes and
Mhm.
everything, right?
Mhm.
Um,
Can I ask, like, what's that like? Are taxes high or low compared to what you experienced when you were in America?
It's a bit lower. But as an American,
especially California, like those taxes, those can be brutal.
It's super high, man.
Never want those taxes.
Yeah, and in terms of like the you still have to pay too because you have a passport. American taxes too. I don't know how, but they keep track of everything.
They get you, Uncle Sam.
You know where you're at, man. Yeah. But with the marriage visa, it's crazy too because God forbid if something happens to your wife, you lose that.
As I say,
or if you get divorced or whatever, you gotta figure out a way to, if you want to stay, how to stay.
So does that work reciprocal then too? Does your wife then have and I don't know, but like would she have an easier? Did she apply for like American citizenship status then too as part of that, or a residency card or something like that?
I don't know how necessarily that works in that case because my wife's situation is I was telling Jay, she was born in Taiwan, but she moved to America when she was a couple months old because her dad's a professor.
Gotcha.
So she was raised here, so she had dual citizenship. Taiwan lets you keep the citizenship, your Taiwanese, as well as getting American citizenship.
Gotcha.
So, but I couldn't do the same thing. So she gets like double American citizenship, I guess you can say, in a weird way, from being married to me, and also she had it before. But like I can't become being married to her does not make me a Taiwanese citizen. I would have to give up my American citizen, which is stupid in my opinion.
That's not something I would ever recommend to anybody.
Right.
No matter how angry somebody gets at America, don't ever give up your American citizenship.
These people don't know, bro. Mos Def did that, the rapper. And I think he's been trying to get it back ever since. Like, you can't, you may have these feelings about America and this or not, but in my opinion, once you move out of the country, I realized that there's some stuff that sucks about America. However, I'm happy I'm from
different perspective, right?
Different perspective. Yeah. I'm happy I grew up here and have some of these rights, so that other people don't have, man. Yeah.
Right. Jay, you're looking you're looking a little faded there, brother. You going down? I saw that. Yeah.
No. I am. Don't worry, guys. I won't cap because I do have to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Primal, if you have another question you want to ask Blaxican, go ahead. I'll
close it out. But I'd love to have you come and maybe Blaxican, maybe you come on one of my streams because I'd love to hear the process of how did you even come to that, and what was that like, and what was it like for the first few months of being in another country and living there, and the language and the culture and the experience, and what if other men are considering that? What would they maybe want to prepare for? So I think that'd be a really dope interview.
That'd be me.
Yeah, I would enjoy that, Primal. Thank you for the invitation, and I'll definitely take you up on that.
I'll connect with you sometime here, and maybe on one of my Sunday shows we can have that be the here's how to experience of moving to another country or something like that. So
well, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. I'll join that one too, by the way, because I'm a big advocate and supporter of Primal. And the man
seeing OG saying that'd be dope. So I think people would appreciate that because even if it's not something they're looking at doing right now, you never know. And then you might go back and be like, hey, Blaxican, I remember him streaming about that. He said you got to do XYZ, and at least I know where to start now. So
exactly. Man, that's such a good point. Have your options available.
And go to a place where you might actually know the language at too. I will say that to everybody.
That's a big thing. Yeah, know the language. Yeah,
that's me right there. That's why I'm going to Japan because I fit over there, and not to mention my mindset is more often close to being over in that place. And third of all, I know the language. I'm still practicing the kanji, the handwriting part. Once I get done with that, I'm good to go. I can go right over there.
You'll be ready.
Just in time, dude. Right on the mirror form too. So now at that point, I'm good.
What I'll do, Blaxican, is maybe I'll queue up some questions, and that way I can get them to you, and you can kind of think on them a little bit, and then we'll kind of do it like that if you're cool with that.
That'd be perfect, Primal, because that's the point. One of the main priorities in my channel is to show folks, if they're interested, how they can do it, and experience the paradigm shift about living in another country.
Yeah, I love it. And especially starting your own business in another country. That's really cool.
Yeah. That's another thing we got to highlight. So, guys, everybody here, thank you, Primal. Thank you, my man Blaxican. I'm hoping that you guys all enjoyed this interview with Blaxican. And also, thank you, Primal, for joining in the last few minutes so you can ask Blaxican some questions and also just giving your perspective, brother, because I'm always
Uncle Brian.
Hey, guys, he's not lying.
That's Jane Prime. Yeah. That's a little Blaxican. He wanted to say hi, Beth.
How you doing?
Yeah, all right.
Hi.
Guys, how you doing, little guy? Guys, he wasn't lying. Told you he has a kid. I believed him.
Yeah. That's my receipt. That's my receipt. Those are my receipts.
Okay, I gotta end it.
All right, guys.
All right, yeah. Appreciate you.
Take care, brothers.
Yep. All right, bye.
Everybody, you guys have a good day.